welcome to Fully Baked Radio. This is Fully Baked Radio, live from Trenton, New Jersey. Stoned. 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 I don't know why we're playing a song about getting drunk in a club. This is like a booty shaking drunk song. And I want to do a medical marijuana song, and that's what we have for you today, folks. I'm sorry. This is Fully Baked Radio. We're live from Trenton, New Jersey, here at the State House at Chris Christie's office. Have we seen Chris Christie yet today? No, we haven't. Has there been any sightings of Chris Christie?
He's in Sparta.
He's in Sparta. That's right, he's in Sparta today. So we'll catch him when he comes home. Jim,
he's there starting at 10:30, so he'll probably be back before 2 o'clock.
So I'd like to open the show with some really devastating news, for me anyway. I went to the doctor yesterday. Now, I had an MRI a few weeks ago. So I went to the doctor, and I walked into the doctor's office, and I said, hey, I know how to read a film. I said, I got 3 herniated discs, right? He says, nope. I said, oh, really? What's going on? He says, you have stenosis. I said, really? I'm like, wow. Like, I used to talk crap about all the people that had stenosis. I'm like, boy, I never want that. I never want stenosis. I mean, my back's bad. I got some bad stuff going on, but stenosis?
Those people suffer. At least you don't have stenosis.
At least I don't have stenosis. Those people don't get better. They get worse.
So, or do you?
Dude, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to deal with this. I just found out about this yesterday. And I'm going to basically be in a wheelchair someday. I could tell that before I even went to this doctor that I was going to do that, maybe 10 years from now, but it may be sooner than that. And I don't know how to deal with this. But then again, I wear this, and this kind of stuff here, you know, this little baby here died, and, you know, I should just shut my mouth and just suck it up and go. But you know what? This just happened to me yesterday. I'm dealing with this, man.
It's individual. You know, how it affects you and how other things affect other people is not relatable. And don't let anybody say, I know how you feel, because you know they don't know how you feel. I know enough to know that I don't know how you feel. And I, of course, had many years with the late, great Cheryl Miller, who could only move her head. But, of course, she did things in a way neither of us would ever be able to do on our best day. So there's no comparison.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, Jim. I'm not ready to be pushed around like that.
When are you ever going to be ready?
You know, I've seen what your wife went through. I've seen what my friends and my patient friends go through. I'm not ready for that, man.
Yeah. Well, you
I'm not ready.
You're right. It's fresh news. Sorry to hear it. Let it sink in.
Yeah.
And then maybe you come out swinging harder.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to come out swinging. I have less time than I thought now. Now I got to work even harder.
Yeah.
What I'm doing. I don't got time for bullshit, man. Yours too. Yours included. You know your bullshit either.
Yeah, well.
Especially you.
You know, I'm sorry about that. I don't deny it.
I'll give you shit.
So, yeah, give me some shit.
Well, you know, we give each other crap.
Yeah.
Just to to cover up things anyway. Oh, another thing, I don't imagine shit is all that bad of a word, but we did get a mention from the state police about swearing when I picked up the permit. I think it was on the other side of the street when patients medicate, perhaps, but we might want to remind people not to swear. We got a good gig going here. Police work with us well. They let patients medicate. They don't check cards. Holy crap, Wayne is being serious. He wanted to transform himself into Chris Christie. Wayne, if you had a suit and tie on, you would freak people out. We are gonna have some fun.
I thought that was... Can you see him on the camera here? Do you have him?
Yeah, holy smoke.
Look at this guy.
He's got the exact same haircut.
Oh my goodness, Chris Christie.
Hey, listen, brother, you might turn this into a paying gig. This is good. Seriously. What we want to do, Wayne, when we bring the traffic cones out, when we bring the traffic cones out in a couple of weeks, you got to get on a pair of coveralls and set them up. I don't know if you heard that quote. Yeah, that's right. That was me working the cones and the overalls.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
This is beautiful.
Give me something.
Listen, why don't you sit down here, Governor? You got all the time you want. You got 3 more years.
Yeah, Governor, you got all the time in the world to shake hands and kiss babies. So Governor Christie is here kissing babies and shaking hands. No, he's actually shaking hands with a big baby right now. William Haney. I want them two to go at it.
So we'll be hoisting signs in a little while here today. This is a special day. We're not normally here.
Yes. This is a special day, and you have 13 signs. Why did you make up 13 signs, Jim Miller?
Well, it started out, we had a permit conflict with another group who had filed theirs last year for next Thursday, and again the Thursday after. So this is one door down. This is the annex courtyard. Most assembly people have their offices here, and virtually all the committee rooms are here. This is where the legislature comes and goes to work. So I thought as long as we have to be here, we might want to get something straight. There was a vote on a bill, Assembly bill, a floor vote, Assembly Bill 3726, that would add post-traumatic stress disorder to the list of acceptable indications for being in a program brought about by the concern over the suicide rate of veteran, U.S. military veterans, which is higher than the civilian population. So in an effort to address that, it got to a floor vote, and it passed 53 to 13. So it passed, but there were 13 no votes, all from one political party. I'm not going to say which one, because it's not as relevant as the fact that that's not possible. It's been turned into a partisan issue. Veteran suicide. The people who voted against it, I haven't been able to find out, but we're going to do some digging.
Wait a minute, you're telling me that politicians are playing political football?
13 voted against veterans having their post-traumatic stress as an allowable indication for medical marijuana.
So 13. There's politicians that don't support the troops?
All from one political party. And again, I don't want to make it a Democrat-Republican issue. But why is it I don't have to? Why is it everybody already knows which party? It's because it's been going on. Now, here's my problem. We know more about this than they do. They got a lot to concern themselves with. We concern ourselves with one thing, medical marijuana for sick people who need it. They have bills all over the place. They can't possibly know as much as us, but we were not consulted. I don't believe any veterans were consulted, and I don't know that any of them actually served their country before voting against veterans.
Phil, you're a veteran. Were you consulted at all about any of this stuff? No.
You want to sit down for a second?
Why don't you have a seat?
I got to do some things, man. Come tell us how you feel about this.
You know, because I'm pretty disgusted that we have politicians that don't support the troops.
Make sure you credential, veteran.
Oh, of course. Of course. Well, we're going to give you a big build-up. Phil is I think Phil is a combat veteran. I think he actually, I don't know if you were a combat veteran or if you were just...
Yes.
Puppies on, and welcome to the show, Phil. How you doing, buddy?
Thank you for having me, Lefty.
So did you see action, or where were you stationed at?
I was stationed in Schofield Barracks, Hawaii, for about 4 better years of my life, and after that, then I am a combat veteran from 2007 in November to 2009 in March.
Wow. how do you feel about these politicians that don't support the troops? I'll just come right out with it. I mean, really.
Politicians. Well, there's a lot of, I feel a lot of ways. It's just that I really don't know how to put it into words. First and foremost, for a person to actually say, or to even have a say-so about veterans or what veterans should not done, I feel like that person should be, a veteran himself, he or she. How you gonna run for office to where it's like you don't even know the feeling of it, or you don't even know what you're doing, you're just signing paperwork away, and that makes you feel good about something. So yeah, I have a lot of feelings against politicians, a lot of negative feelings.
Yeah, me too. We went to Jay Weber's office, me and my friend Don over there. He's a fellow veteran.
Yes.
And he's suffering from PTSD. And he's actually disabled, disabled vet. Are you a disabled vet, by the way?
Yes, I am.
You are a disabled vet?
Yes.
Okay, let's clarify that too.
Also PTSD.
With PTSD?
Yes.
So this is a fight that you are passionate about because you need your medicine.
Yes. I do everything under the books as of right now, but at the end of the day and everything, I'm not getting in too much trouble, so I stay under the radar. And I'm just going to keep on doing what I do, whether they sign off on it or not. That's what's helping me out.
Now, I'm in a lot of pain. I suffer, but I get my medical marijuana. You're in a lot of pain. You can't get your medical marijuana. Why is that? How come there's this line between what I can do and what you can do? It's like ridiculous.
There is, because everything has to do with, it looks like everything has to do with money. And, people are dying out there, people are dying, people are sick, people need medicine. I could tell you at first hand that, hell, I was on the other type of medicine that the hospital was giving me, and trust me, that was really hell. It's not.
What'd they give you?
Percocets, Tramadols, Flexerals, Quetiapine, everything.
Wow.
I had everything.
And cannabis helps you?
Way better than all the other stuff.
When did you realize cannabis would help you?
I realized cannabis had been helping me for a while. Even before then, even while I was getting the Percocets, or the big medicine stuff from the hospital, I was smoking cannabis, and my doctor, which I had to switch a couple of doctors because they wasn't agreeing with my method and everything. So I actually kept on leasing myself. Every time I kept on going to a hospital visit, and I kept on telling my doctors the truth. And at one point, they just had to go with it because, I just kept, yeah.
Were doctors, or any doctors for it or against it, or?
They're all against it.
All of them?
I couldn't even apply for a medical marijuana card in the VA. Even though my position, my problems, I've been an inpatient to get off Percocets and everything like that. Nah, they just wanted to put me back on those meds. So that's why I'm doing my own thing. Ain't no wrong with that.
No, I hear you. I was on Oxy and Roxy and all that crap. What was your dosage of?
I was the 10-15 milligram, and for the Seroquel, Quetiapine, that was about like 300, almost 400.
Wow. That's like a sleeping pill, right? Or a calming?
Sleeping,
Yeah.
Antipsychotic,
Right.
all those type and everything like that. I don't even know why they gave it to me. Yeah, but I'm still here now. I'm fighting a good fight without them.
Without the pills?
Yes.
How do you feel being off all those pills?
I feel great. I'm getting my weight back. I do a lot of movements now, even after surgery. It's just great. I don't have no after effects. My liver's doing fine. So yes, I'm just continuing.
That's the big danger is liver, usually liver damage, and with Oxy especially. Or not Oxy, but Percocet actually.
Well, just about everything.
Yeah.
Because that's where it goes down to, whereas like it cycles at.
Yeah. So, what type of cannabis do you prefer? Indica, sativa?
Sativa.
Really?
Yes, because like now I do a lot of stuff to where it's like promotions. I do business with Fully Baked Radio also, so I'm always out there and everything like that. I just like right now I'm medicated, but here I am still talking. I'm not fully all drowsy. I'm not in much pain, and I'm relaxed.
I couldn't tell. How come you didn't smoke with me, damn it? Where the hell was I? Where would you smoke this thing?
Or you can bake at my
Oh,
house.
come on, man. You got to save that for me, man. We can smoke right here, can't we? No? No, we can't. No, we got to go across the street.
Oh, okay. Hey, if that's the case and everything like that, don't worry about it.
All right.
Because, you know, I brought a little treat for you.
We got a lot of patients here today.
Ta-da.
Oh, it's a CBD pop?
It's a CBD pop.
You know what happens when you eat a CBD pop?
Yes.
You smoke a joint after that, and it's just like,
Whoa.
takeoff time.
It's always takeoff time. See, we don't have to smoke here. You could just, you know, we do the opposite. We medicate in front of proper people without them knowing what we have.
Yes. Well, I'm allowed to have these, actually.
Yes.
You're not, though.
Yes.
I'm not going to tell. I promise.
Hey, I never tell a lie. You're right. I'm not supposed to have it for the time being, but like I said, I do my own thing.
But it makes me crazy, like these politicians can decide who lives and dies, who suffers and who doesn't suffer. Really? A politician? You're not even a doctor, and you're going to tell me, you're going to tell you have to suffer when you risk your life?
And on top of that, you're not even a veteran.
Yeah, that's insulting.
Very insulting.
What would you say to, like, if you met Jay Weber right here walking down the street, what would you say to him?
I would ask him. Like, what has he done for his country? Because this is not my country, and I'm pretty sure I've done a lot and everything like that. I'm an immigrant. I came to America in 1993, and you know, a lot of people that serve in this country are people like me. To whereas, like, we're just trying to make a better life for ourselves. So my question to him is, what has he done for his country lately?
He looks pretty. He does. He's a pretty guy. He's a really pretty guy. I think, you know, but I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I'm not really into looking at guys like that and everything like that. So if he really does look pretty, man, big ups to you.
Jay Weber, if you can hear me, you are pretty. You're very pretty, but I don't know what other substance you have in your brain, but at least you're good looking while you make people suffer.
Yeah, apparently he must have a lot of substance in his brain, because if he's good at making people suffer and everything like that, yeah.
How do you not have compassion for people that are suffering? You have to be suffering yourself, I guess. Maybe.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Like I said, you know, it's like saying if in the military we had a lot of people too, as like they do as I say, not as I do and stuff. So they'll tell you one thing, but doing another thing.
Yeah.
That's what this guy sounds like, Mr. Jay Weber.
Yeah, Jay Weber. We went to his office, and he hasn't called us back yet because he voted no. And me and Don went up to his office, and we said, hey, we want you to face this veteran and tell this veteran to his face why he has to suffer, why you voted no, so he has to suffer. But we never got the answer.
He never will. It's just a waiting game.
Well, maybe we'll catch him going down here.
Hopefully. I'm looking forward to it.
That's why this is great. We can catch these guys. We got a wireless mic. We can go grab them. I mean, dude.
Stalk them. Let's do it.
Hey.
Anything to get the big word out there, because we're out here every Thursday.
Yep.
You know, and we're always doing a good fight, and it looks like, you know, a lot more people been coming with also. So it's time to continue pushing.
Yeah.
If the next step to it is like, if we see him down there, I'm gonna go chase after him and everything out there and put him on the mic. I know I'm not gonna lie. I'm out here for a reason today. I'm looking forward to all of this.
They can't hide from us.
Nah. Not for too long.
They could run, but they can't hide.
Yes.
Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man. So did you go out to Colorado or something?
Yes, I did. I just came back from the High Times Cannabis Cup in Denver, Colorado.
Nice.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the one in San Francisco also in June.
You're going back in June to another one.
Yes, San Francisco, and then the one in August. I'm looking forward to all of them.
Oh man.
I love it.
You know, you got to come to the secret session, Jersey, you know, too.
Yeah. No worry.
710. 710.
Oh.
710, see?
710.
Illuminati. That was not planned.
How did I know he was going to talk about some 710?
Whoa, Bill.
Never planned.
Bill, what is this? Trash. Why do you put trash on our table where we're working? Can I ask you that?
Yes.
Here.
It was convenient.
So you figured... Wait, come back here. Come back here. You can't just throw trash down like that. Here. Tell me why you just threw trash on our...
It's rolled up tape. Let me show it on the
But you're littering. You're
Let me
littering
show
our
it on the
set.
camera.
This is our set. You don't just come litter our set. Like,
See this?
this is.
They don't want me throwing this on the ground.
This is why Vanessa yells at everybody, because you're unprofessional. This is unprofessional. And I agree with Vanessa for yelling at people,
Excuse me.
especially you now. Where's Vanessa?
You can yell all you want.
Vanessa, this is what I have to deal with when you're not here. Look at this. If Vanessa was here, you would not pull that crap. You would not do this if Vanessa was here.
Again.
Let me tell you right now.
Excuse me. It's convenient.
See? You see this shit? Look at this.
Yeah, I'm arrogant today.
Look at this.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm trying to see what the officer lady is saying to Mr. Miller.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean,
Where's your taffy
Get the mic.
wrapper?
Get the mic over there.
Where's your taffy wrapper?
Go over there with the mic, Bill. Bill, go over there with the mic, will you?
Okay.
What's the matter with you? Oh, we don't have trash. You too? I told Bill to go over there with the mic, and he's not listening.
Thank you.
She's here? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Excuse me, what is this?
See what you started? Now Jim Ross, because you started putting trash down, Jim Ross comes and brings trash now too. See what you started? Now if Vanessa was
No.
here, this would not be happening.
No, he saw it as a window of opportunity. It was convenient.
See this? This is ridiculous. I'm not...
It was convenient.
Go away.
We are getting off the air for the time being.
We're not.
I know we're still live.
You're supposed to be over there with the mic. See, you're scared. See, Bill's
Pardon me?
scared. Bill's scared.
No, Bill's not scared.
Bill's scared.
This is untrue, Lefty.
He's scared.
Your phone is going off, Lefty.
All day long. Uh-oh. I think we're in trouble.
There's not that many of us yet.
Yeah. What if there were hundreds of us? Bill, you need to hold the microphone up to Jim Miller. Oh, God. Well, it looks like we're being scolded.
Yes.
I don't know. Are we being scolded?
It looks like we're getting yelled at. Hey, looks like Mr. Ricardo is here today.
Ricardo
Mr.
Rivera is
Thank
here.
you.
Hello, Ricardo.
Yes,
And
hello,
Jeff.
Mr. Rivera.
Wow.
So what was that
What
whole
was that
conversation
happened, Bill?
about?
What was that all about?
Pardon me?
What was that all about? Are we okay?
Yes, that was the rules of our jurisdiction of how far we're allowed to go. Kind of like a leash on a puppy.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's the analogies today. I'm on a roll.
Fair enough. I'm just going to move down now so I can catch all this action. All right, well, that was very...
Can you be seen right now?
Yes, that was very unprofessional, but when you're doing a live podcast at the State House, you can't help what happens when the police come up to you and people don't listen to you. Now, when you have a microphone, you need to go up to the people with the microphone in their face. I don't care who it is. What is wrong with you? Why don't you listen?
I didn't realize
When Chris Christie walks down the street, are you going to keep the microphone down here or up here in his face? I just want to know now, because we'll get someone else to do this job. Because you seem like you're not stoned anymore, and you're I don't know what you're doing. You're not high, and you're not acting right.
Listen,
Ricardo, what's going on?
maybe I just can't meet your expectations.
No. You shoot for perfection, and you may achieve excellence.
No, see, I'm about some progress. I'm not about perfection.
You have to strive for perfection.
No,
Yes, you do.
will not do that.
You
I
do.
will strive for progress.
Now strive for
I'm sorry,
perfection.
but that's the way it is for me.
You wouldn't make Vince Lombardi's football team if you thought that
Listen.
way. But see, I would. I'd be a fullback on Vince Lombardi's team because of the way I think, because of my heart and the way
That's
I
fine.
think. You
not
would
on
be
that
the
team.
water boy on
I'm
Vince
not on
Lombardi's team.
I'm
the
not
way
on
you
that
think.
team.
That's a horrible way to think.
I'm not on that team.
That's right. And you'll never be.
Do you know why I'm not on
Does that
that
make you
team?
sad? It should make you sad.
Do you know why I'm not on that team?
Because you don't think like Vince Lombardi thinks.
I have my own team.
Oh. What is that called? Medical-freedom.com.
No, actually, the hyphen
You can do your plug.
is for 2 words.
Bill, do your plug. Medicalfreedom.com. Look at this. He wants me to be his garbage man. No, get out of here.
No,
Get out of here.
He wants you to put the tissue in the cup.
Oh, shoot.
That's what he wants you to do.
We have no power here. Hold on. Hold on. I got to do the sound guy. Bill, sit down and talk. Sit down and talk. Do your commercial because I have to fix something now. Because I don't have people helping me. Somebody sit down here, please. I got to fix my stuff here. This is totally unprofessional, you guys. Can you plug in this power strip, Jim? This power strip here. Or maybe it is plugged in. Nope, never mind. It's good. I think we're good now. Are we in? Jesus. Check this.
What I'm trying.
I think we're good. Okay. Wayne, have a seat, buddy. Where is it? Bill has it.
Is it on? Yeah. Because we got to get this started. Can only be along that. We're going to be along this line right here, this way. We can't be out there.
Okay.
And up to here. So I asked if we could do a quick photo op because I want to get a good photo with us all.
All right, so everybody grab
All right there. So at one point I'm gonna.
Okay. Do I have to move?
No, you get to sit here.
Okay, let's do some. You missed my announcement, Wayne.
We got 13 people.
announcement.
I'm going to show you how to open the show. I opened the show on a very horrible note, actually. It was a very sad note.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, let's. All right, what are you going to do? Okay. Okay, Jim has an announcement to make. You should be on. Okay, turn the mic on.
Turn it on.
There you go.
Hello.
There you go.
I'm on a pee. Okay, good sound check. I hate that check 1 2.
No, don't do that. These days, chicken is a rare dish.
No, these days, testes.
All right, everybody, tension. Don't make me yell. William.
Attention.
William.
Reach out to her.
Attention. I need everybody's attention.
Okay.
Seriously, we only got a minute. Let me explain something real quick to everybody all at once. We're lucky to be able to be here in the form that we are. That was debatable. But we have to stay all along this side of the sidewalk here, anywhere here, not beyond here, and up to there while we display signs. We can walk about and carry signs and do what we do. However, I wanted to get a good photo op for the Coalition for Medical Marijuana's page. So Tripper was kind enough to say, yeah, but be quick. So what we're going to do is almost like a football play. Everybody grab a sign. We have signs, 13 signs. Let me explain. 13 signs all have on one side, William. Look at your sign. On one side, it has an assembly person represented. On the other side, something else.
Webcam.
Everybody following? So far, so good? The one that says assemblywoman or assemblyman, that's the side with the assembly person's name. On the other side with the black tape is just a little message. We're going to go out, stand out here in the sunlight real quick around the fountain, but not right up to it. Kind of like a football play. We're going to be there less than a minute. We need somebody to get a picture out here who's not holding a sign.
Jim Price.
Anybody here who's not holding a sign can take a picture?
Yes.
Okay. So, we got all signs. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4,
13.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doesn't look like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I don't see any loose ones, so I guess that is it. Wait a second. What's this?
There's yours, Don. Other side.
No, actually, that's the one that doesn't fit you. I'll trade you, because I like this one.
There you go.
What do you got there?
Which one should I hold? This one?
Okay, it's going to be, look at your signs. The first picture is going to be with the assembly person's name facing the camera. That's the side without black tape on it. Everybody recognize that? I know some of us are medicated, and I want to make sure
Whole
we don't
purpose is
have one
to
turkey
shame
going
the
the wrong
assembly
way.
people.
Okay,
Exactly.
I don't remember.
so let's. Now we want to do it quick, though. All right.
Did you say that again?
No. We're gonna come face the road, and the backdrop's gonna be the building. Follow me. Quack 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 quack. All right, real pretty.
Play-by-play.
Pretty uniform now.
Pretty uniform.
Okay, the signs are moving. And look at these guys going.
Signs.
Semicircle,
everywhere, the signs.
however it is, closer to the fountain.
Look at William carrying his sign. What's wrong with
And I
him?
want to, if you can, for those who can hold the signs up over your head, please do so.
Flip your. Oh, okay. There you go.
Somebody this picture up. Don't stand in front of each other.
Hey, we're missing a photo op.
Go to anywhere you want.
We're missing a photo op.
I
What's
don't
going
know.
on? How are we missing a photo op?
Real quick, we only got a minute here.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. Let this lean up against.
You eat it.
Okay, gonna have time for one quick one.
One quickie. One quickie.
Ready? Okay.
Lift them up over your head, William, if you can, please, sir.
Okay. 10. We're gonna turn around in 10 seconds. Take it.
No, no.
Say yes, Amanda, Jim, you're good. Okay, turn them around. Show the other side.
Other side. Other side of your signs.
Turn them around. Black tape out. Black tape out. Very good.
Black
Yes.
tape out. There you go.
You're all good. Thank you.
Oh,
We
isn't
only got
that
a couple of
beautiful?
seconds. Oh, this ain't right. Let me get in the middle here. Come on, I did a lot of work. There. I want to be in the picture. Come on, it was 20 hours. Okay.
Master
We're
of
going to break
science.
now. I want to respect the deal with the police. I said we'd be a couple minutes.
Yes, sir.
And there we are. Okay. Thanks a lot. Now we can hold them over here at will. Please do.
There we go. All right.
Good job, guys.
Nice. Looking good.
We'll clap for you. Let's put the mic down. Good job, guys.
Thank everybody for showing up. You made it
Good stuff.
happen. It would have been pretty poor if we didn't have enough people to hold the signs. I noticed they got a band down at the State House with a religious festival of some sort, and they got all sorts of people out there.
It's awful music.
Yeah, loud music, live.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man.
You got bad news?
Yeah, I got bad news. I never get good news anymore. I'm pissed
You
off.
didn't tell me nothing.
I just found out yesterday. What's that? Yeah, go ahead. Help yourself.
Can I get your water?
Can I get you water?
Really?
Can I get you water?
Big tough guy, huh?
Big tough biker guy.
Can I get you water?
It's for my little service doggy. Here, Riley.
Don't feed Riley out of my water.
Over here, Riley.
Now I gotta drink dog water. What's wrong with you? Oh,
Riley.
jeez. Look what I gotta deal with. Look at this. Look what he's doing in my water.
Oh, Jesus.
Ruining my water. You know, he was licking his butt before. I don't have to deal with that now. God. You know, my phone's been blowing up. Grandma, my
What's up,
mom,
Grandma?
I'm afraid to even pick up the phone.
I don't even hear it.
This is my news for my week for bad news, I guess.
Bro, there can't be no bad news today. We got work to do today.
Your hair.
You like that, don't
Look
you?
at that hairdo you got.
You like it.
What's your Christie impression? How are you going to do Christie today?
I'm thinking about doing maybe an Andrew Dice Clay. Maybe that should be it. you know?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll be
Little
fun.
boy Blue. He needed the money. Eh? Shut up. Sit down.
The Governor Christie, I'm glad you're here with us today.
Thank you.
Did you hear that in Baltimore there was a city worker that was caught masturbating for 40 hours in a 2-week period?
Did he take any time to stop?
It was 40 hours in a 2-week period. They fired him.
How many times did he climax?
40 hours in 2 weeks. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of...
A lot of time on his hands. Huh?
So, Governor, do you think anybody in the State House of 1,000 people is anything going on here like that, you think?
I doubt it.
A lot of people.
It. I don't know. There's like only 2 of them looking out the window.
Are they shaking or are they...
The rest of them are probably, looking at the computer.
Yeah, they are looking out the window. Hey, look at that. The masturbating workers. Can we say that? Is that a curse word?
No, not them, because we saw their hands. Their hands were
Their
up,
hands were
waving
up.
to
Hands
us.
up, hands up. Don't
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Hands up, don't poop.
That's awful. I can't believe you just said that. What is wrong with you? Oh, man. Okay, Governor.
Yeah.
So you want to hear my bad news? You didn't hear it before.
I don't want to know. Are we going to do your bad news?
Nah,
on?
we don't have to. Why are you doing that? What's wrong with you?
Plug it in, baby. Don't ask, just do it.
What do you want to do? You want to plug in the? It's not going to work, but try it. You could try it. It's not going to work because I'm already set up for this. If I had the camera, all right.
So who are our
All right,
veterans
here.
today?
If I had the camera, I'd have the computer in front of me and the camera facing this way. But since I don't have that, I'm just going to leave it. So, oh my God, my phone is blowing up.
Who is it? Your mom?
Grandma and Mom. So I don't even know.
Grandma and
I'm afraid
Mom.
to know. I might have to leave.
Both of them?
I may have to go.
No, you can't go. You're our camera guy.
We'll see. I have to pick up this phone soon. So on break, I'm picking up this phone. Hopefully it's better news than what I got yesterday.
What was yesterday?
Yesterday, I went to the doctor for my MRI.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Oh, this is just bad news about you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Grandma's okay? She's not
Grandma's
on, like, no, you
I don't know.
know.
I got a call. I may have to
okay.
leave. We'll see.
She's probably trying to hook you up with her new nurse.
Yeah.
This one's white.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you my bad news anyway. It sucks.
It's only yours?
It's just negative
Hello?
news. It's just crappy crap.
How bad could it be, bro?
It means
What,
that-
you're healed?
No,
Are you healed?
I'm not going to heal.
You
I'm
can't
gonna
be
get
in
worse.
the marijuana program no more?
No, I'm going to get worse, not better.
You get worse?
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Which I
get
knew.
worse.
I knew that. But it's going to be
Called degenerative.
a lot. Yeah, it's going to be a lot faster. What's that?
That's pizza.
Oh
Ricardo brought some
oh my
pizza for
God.
everybody.
Ricardo brought pizza. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Oh my
You don't mess
goodness.
around.
Wow. Wow. Anybody who shows up, Wayne, I appreciate it. That's great. You one-upped Wayne. See, Wayne, you don't bring pizza. How come you don't bring pizza?
I don't make
huh?
pizza.
You don't bring pizza like this? What's
No,
wrong with you?
I eat pizza.
Yeah, 'cause you never. He probably buys it and never makes it.
I don't know how to make pizza. That's too hard.
Oh my, pepperoni too.
Hey, you don't know how to say hi, but you grab my pizza. Hi.
So yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Pizza, man. You know how to make stoners happy by bringing us pizza.
Wow. Nice turnout today. Where's Jenny? Anyone know where Jenny is?
She's on her way. She's on her way. She'll be here in
She's
an hour.
cool.
Can I grab a sandwich?
So today's special guests are Jennie Stormes
It's America.
from Colorado.
It's America, bro. You can, but these people in their fancy schmancy offices can't.
I can't. I could break it.
Why not?
Says I could break it.
Why
So,
not?
what are you doing? You're talking off the air, man. You guys are being unprofessional. Give him the camera. Give him the microphone.
Give 'em the camera.
That's what I do best. I'm professionalism. Is that what you want?
I want to hear it.
You want to hear it? Thanks for the sandwiches.
There you go.
All right, get out of here now.
Now quit littering our table, guys. They're all throwing their junk on our table.
All right, go ahead, answer that. Who is it?
I'm afraid to pick up that
Is
phone,
it
man.
Ma or-
It's Ma. She's blowing up my phone. I don't know what's going on. I may have to leave.
Why?
I may have to leave. I don't know.
Oh, you don't have to rent the apartment out, do you?
Oh, jeez.
Do you have
Oh,
to rent
thank
it out?
We'll see.
If this is for the apartment, forget that.
No, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
What's the worst? The apartment on fire? I mean, I'm just trying to think of the worst case scenario.
Worst case is Grandma's getting sick again. I got to take care of her.
Well, I don't care. I
may have to,
care about that.
I may
You
have
told
to-
me not to worry about that, though.
Well, I may have to take a
Grandma's
break.
fine.
Well, I'm going to take a break, or I'm going to leave and do my thing, and you have to run the show for a few minutes.
Run the show?
How's
I ain't
that?
running no show.
How's that sound?
I don't think so.
Really?
Really?
So why are we doing this podcast if nobody's going to talk while I have to go do something?
Because you and I are going to talk.
All right. You want to hear my bad news then?
Yes, go ahead.
You're going to be make fun of me for being a little bitch if I start crying?
They're going to have to take your testicle off.
I was almost crying before in front of Jim Miller. That's how bad I get.
It's
I get it.
okay.
But I'm a little bitch. I shouldn't be that way because I see patients suffering all the time. I should be used to it, and I should be able to accept a little suffering of my
Do you
own.
lose your
right?
manhood?
Yeah, kinda.
So you really do lose the testy?
Kinda.
Really?
Kinda.
A testicle?
My whole body is going to degenerate to the point where I'm going to be in a freaking wheelchair.
Oh, well, that's when you get old.
No, soon,
What's soon? 5 years?
maybe.
10 years?
I don't know if I can work past this summer, dude. I'm a mess.
Dude, you don't work now, so
I'm
what
a
are you talking
mess.
about?
I'm a freaking mess. See, this is why. This is why I like talking to you. I don't feel bad anymore. You make me laugh, but laughing hurts too. If I laugh too hard, I'm hurt. So take it easy.
Can't be hurt that bad.
No, but I have a I have stenosis. I walked into the doctor's office and said,
Oh, we all get stenosis.
I said, Doc, I have 3 herniated discs, right? He's like, no, you have stenosis. I said, what?
Is that like a typewriter or something?
That's the last thing I wanted. I know spinies that have stenosis, and I'm like, I'm glad I don't have stenosis. I'm glad I don't have stenosis, boy. I have this bad problem, but I don't have stenosis. At least I don't have that. Well, guess what? Now I have it. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
I don't even know what it is. I'm going to have to Google it or something.
Sucks. It's painful. And it's only going to get worse. It isn't going to get better.
Dude, you kiss the ground like, what, once an hour at least?
Yeah, I'm always on the freaking floor.
So, come on, man. How worse can it get? You know?
Worse.
At least
It's
if you're
bad.
in a wheelchair, you can't kiss the ground.
My right arm's going to start hurting. My whole body's going to start hurting.
Eh,
It's the degenerative disease, man.
you're getting old.
And I'm freaking scared. I'm scared, all right?
Come on, when you were a little young punk, you didn't want to grow old anyway.
I thought I'd be dead by now. I don't want to. I don't want to
Exactly.
suffer, dude. I don't want to grow old suffering, man.
You won't suffer. You have some hot little nurse like wiping the spittle off you because you'll be drooling.
Sponge bath.
Oh, sponge bath. They ain't gonna sponge bath you. They're just gonna give you diapers. Change your diapers all the time.
At least I only need 1 nurse for my sponge bath. You need like 3.
It's gonna be some Haitian lady. It's one of them fake nurses.
Oh, fake nurses. Where's Phil? Phil, he's talking about Haitians. Where's Phil? Listen to him.
He's right in front of the speaker and he didn't even hear
What did
me.
he just say? He's talking about Haitians.
He's gonna have a
Hot in his
Haitian nurse.
Yeah, and what? And what?
And then she's gonna give you a sponge bath. No. You said the sponge bath part.
Yeah. And what was
I
your?
said-
What were you gonna do? An accent? A Haitian accent? Do your Haitian accent.
I don't have
See?
one.
Come on, man. It's awful.
I don't have
What
a
do you do-
Haitian
What's
accent.
wrong with you?
Hey, man, I don't have a Haitian accent, man.
He could speak. Was it Creole? Fresh Creole? Is that
So
what-
could I.
Yeah.
Pukisa.
Come on.
Pukisa.
Tell him to go F himself in French Creole, please.
No med.
No med.
No med.
No med. No med. Give me some more. Keep going.
Tête caca. Bouzin.
Bati boy.
Tetaka Bouze.
No, Bati boy is Jamaican. Yeah.
Bati boy.
That's how I always mix the Jamaican in with the Haitian,
Bati boy.
Bati boy.
What's that, Jim Ross? I can't hear you off the mic.
There's an official trash bag now, thanks to me.
Yeah. Yes. That's important news. That's important news because people are trashing our set here. Here we go.
Put that one in there. That's very important.
Yeah, can I put this in there, please? Because Jim Ross is a slob. He puts stuff all over our table, and so did Bill Haney.
Bill
They just don't care. People just don't. These stoners just don't care.
No, they don't.
So
We don't have the Humboldt kind of stoners here, all about the earth and, green, all green and all. Not these guys. These guys don't care less about this.
Jim Miller, I got to put you on the mic because I have to take care of some business,
No, don't do it.
and you have to.
That means we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose
I
Lefty.
don't know what's going on, but I got to take care of something.
Is it a medication business?
Well, that too, but we'll see.
Yeah.
His mommy keeps calling him.
Oh, now we can talk about Lefty.
We could always talk about Lefty. Look at this.
I got to say, Wayne, you're looking a little different. I
Yeah.
saw you walking up today, and I thought, is Governor Christie putting on one of our shirts? Did he flip?
He will. If he wants to run for president, Governor Christie will come and see the light.
I brought you a letter for your senator today.
Where do I go?
I don't know.
Is it one of these buildings?
I also brought the office phone number so you could call him and ask and say I'm here at the annex and I have a letter I'd like to deliver about having an appointment. Where is your office in the State House or the annex? And you're allowed to walk in and do that.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to definitely do that today.
We're asking for co-sponsorship. You're asking for it. I mean, I wrote this letter for you because you told me what you wanted me to write, what your intent was, and I appreciate you doing that because I've had a lot of interactions with legislators. I know not to ask too much in the beginning, but this is very definite that you have to know if he's not going to write a companion bill, you'll need to know why.
I don't think Buco's for
He's from the political party who all 13 assembly people were from that voted no on this. So I think that'll give you a
Hold on a
clue.
second.
Yeah.
They were all Republicans?
Yeah,
Really?
all 13.
All 13?
Yeah. I can't find one that had military service yet either, but that may be because it's harder to find out than what party they're from. All 13.
Assemblyman
I-
Michael Patrick Carroll, my representative.
He
I
voted-
made sure he was on it.
Yeah.
And he also has 2 children in the military. I don't know if he served himself, but I know he voted for it.
Well, he's for personal freedoms, personal rights. He's pretty libertarian as much as anybody.
But still, I had to reach out to him. Actually, Facebook messaged him.
And he responded. I think
Oh,
I
yes.
saw that. Yeah.
Big time.
How's that go on Facebook with him? You get accurate answers, or does he dance around it?
He's good. He gives. He's good. he's good. I like him. He's one of the few.
Well, start out with that if you have a meeting. You're good.
Well,
like
I did
it.
with that. No, I'm just waiting for him to come to my store. He tells me how to get to Trenton, because we pretty much live 5 minutes away from each other.
I don't see any signs being held up. I made 13 signs. Okay, it's time to hold the signs. We can do that. I don't see any.
You're lucky. Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, I mean, casual, Thank you. Actually, only up to where the semicircle is there. They'd prefer not. But you know us, we don't mind being told no. Yeah, actually, yeah, that'd be fine. Otherwise, they may say take 2 steps to the right, and we'll take 1 and see how the negotiations on steps goes.
It's interesting. So the 13 no's were all Republican.
Yeah. What are the odds of that? Flip a coin 13 times and see if you ever, in your lifetime, from now until eternity, you get 13 of 1. It'll not happen. So, call me jaded. I think it's a partisan issue.
So you're telling me Assemblyman Bramnick is a Republican?
He's a Republican.
Who do you got?
I got
Handlin, Assemblyman, Assemblywoman. Handlin,
yeah,
Republican.
She
voted against
veterans having the right
3726.
to treat their post-traumatic stress with medical marijuana.
Terrible.
I don't know about family members in the service. I started, most of them are on Wikipedia, and the first 7 I looked at, I couldn't find any military experience whatsoever. So I'm going to uncover this. I'll know by next week if there's a chance that out of all 13, they're all from one political party, and if not one had any military service. How does that sound? I mean, how does that sound even if you're against this?
It's just not right.
No, it's not. And my
not
guess
right.
is they didn't talk to anybody who would say otherwise. It's in the military. They didn't talk to the coalition. We've been Coalition for Medical Marijuana for New Jersey for 12 years. We've gathered a lot of information. We have resources we can steer people to, but they don't ask. It's called plausible deniability. They can say, I didn't know that, when knowledge is forced on them. And when push comes to shove, which is exactly what we're doing here, the best they can say is, I didn't know that. So we're going to try to spend some time between this week and next week alerting all 13 of them. Look how pretty your sign was, and if you talk to us between now and then on the record, your sign will not be up again. It's not so much their vote, it's that they do not have the courage or their convictions to explain why outside of a caucus room, where they all caucus together and decide this 13 is going to vote no, so, looks like they might not be able to break a veto. I don't know.
Well, I think we should get people that they actually represent.
No, we do. Brian
actually-
Cummings over there is from Lavallette. He's got multiple sclerosis. He's holding Gregory McGuckin's sign.
That's your guy?
That's his.
That's your guy.
We have another man.
You're Assemblyman McGuckin. Where? Lavalette, okay.
There once was a man named McGuckin. He's a limerick waiting to happen, isn't he?
Oh, my.
We
Makes
don't
me
do
think
this,
about McGreevy, but anyway.
Yeah.
So are you going to write your letter to Assemblyman McGuckin?
We're going to stop by personally, Brian. I mean,
Oh,
he's my representative as well.
Good.
And I haven't met with him yet, but his office mates know me well. I picketed them at their office dozens of times since the mid-'90s, so I think Brian and I are going to cold call him one day, maybe next week. What do you say, Brian? We're going to do that. We'll just walk in and say we'd like an appointment and why, and suggest Assemblyman McGuckin talks to Senator Holsapfel and Assemblyman Wolf in the same office building, and let him know that he really should talk, because we will not leave. You know what happens when they tell you to leave? You have to leave. You say, no, I don't. Look, I'm still here. They say, I'm going to have to call the authorities. And they go, well, then that's what you have to do. Then they call the authorities. The authorities come and they say, you're going to have to leave. You go, okay. And you leave and let the record show they called the authorities on medical marijuana protesters. It's kind of fun. Tell them no. You just sit there and say, no, you can't make me do it.
It's crazy. That's what it is.
Well, that's what works. You got to let them know you're serious. And I see Ricardo Rivera here today, whose daughter Tuffy is being helped tremendously by cannabis oil, and I know Ricardo does not take no for an answer. He was escorted from a town hall meeting for asking the questions he was not supposed to ask, and he hasn't stopped since. At one point there was a parent of a child who needed medical marijuana at maybe 4 out of 5 town hall meetings. Every time he picked on somebody, it was somebody who either had lost a child or was worried about losing a child. I don't know. What do you think? What can we do to make this issue as important as it is? It's a holy grail.
Yeah, it is.
What do we do? You can't really... It was, when my late wife Cheryl was on the scene, she was in a wheelchair, had to recline. She could only move her head. She had spasticity. She was 86 pounds. You knew she was sick. You knew she wasn't going to live long. We got a lot of doors open that way. But you shouldn't have to bring show and tell to make the issue important, which it is of its own merit. So hopefully this may lead to some talks with the 13 who voted no. If not, we'll come back stronger next week. And I'll suggest individual visits to their offices and on another day of the week, perhaps. It only takes one person to show up with a sign in an office. Hey, what do you think? Maybe we could do all 13 offices with all 13 signs, one person at an office. You think we could do that?
Why not?
Could we arrange it? It might take some money. I think we'd have to pay people to do it. No offense to our own kind, but
I think people, you wouldn't have to pay people.
We don't show up sometimes,
I think that's the least they could do. I mean, if you're not willing to come out and go to a pro-pot rally, well, at least speak up for yourself and talk to your assemblyman. Just ask a question, simple question. Why did you vote against something that could benefit me?
And voting against people who are least likely to show up and stick up for themselves, veterans with post-traumatic stress, they're trying to forget, not trying to remember. That's why we show up for them. There's one sign that says, veterans fought for our freedom, now we're fighting for theirs. And that's exactly what we are doing. Veterans should not have to serve their country and risk what they risk to come home and have to fight the same people they just fought for. They shouldn't have to fight with them. So I'm proud of all the civilians who rally for the veterans. I really
See, now, I'm a conservative, and I love our military. I'm going to take it a step further. I find it ludicrous that you can have a military veteran come back into this country, into the civilian life, and get thrown in jail for simple possession of marijuana. Something that could help them from, say, killing themselves. Something that can help them from taking all the other crap opiates, all the other pharmacy, big pharma medications. And yet, one simple little $20 bag could throw them in jail.
And it could save their life, depends which way it goes.
And these guys fought for our freedom. They fought for our country. And we're going to throw them in jail for that? Well, and then at the end, we're not even talking about, we're talking about PTSD. We're talking, we know, I just like call him Don K. I don't even like saying his name.
Well, may I say beyond that, too, it's the veterans who are going to open the doors for others with post-traumatic stress. And I hear it all the time from patients. I'm not a veteran, but I count, too. And I tell them, we know you do, but in the eyes of legislators, they do not count as much as veterans because it's a better look to not fight with veterans. You want to give them a yellow ribbon. We got individual sayings on the back of each of their individual signs. Ask a veteran, which would you rather have, a yellow ribbon or medical marijuana? See what they say. Give them a choice and keep your yellow ribbons. Give them what they need. Did you know that I believe, the statistics vary, but it was somewhere around 47 combat fatalities in Vietnam and another 10,000 or so from accidents and disease and whatnot. And about 6 years ago, suicide amongst Vietnam veterans surpassed combat fatalities. More people that went to Vietnam have killed themselves than the enemy, the enemy at that time. And if that doesn't tell us that something needs to be done, err on the side of caution. If you allow veterans to have medical marijuana and something goes dreadfully wrong, that law can be changed. If you don't allow them to have medical marijuana and they kill themselves, you cannot reverse suicide. We hear it all the time, err on the side of caution. You can't. So just to say, as a matter of fact, why don't we put the burden of proof on the legislature and say, you find somewhere in a state where this is good, show me the problems you're worried about happening. It's not happening. And use the other states. That's why we have 50 states. One can implement something and the other 49 can watch. In this case, dozens have implemented medical marijuana laws and the others see how it's going. There's not a problem with post-traumatic stress victims using cannabis. You know what causes post-traumatic stress? And many people, unfortunately thousands, rape, child abuse in childhood. They live with it quietly, and it builds, and it causes a post-traumatic stress. Finding your mother hanging and not being able to get her down because you're 12, that causes post-traumatic stress. And they should count every bit as much as veterans, but it's the veterans, the ones that show up, they know how to stick up for themselves. They know how to fight. And we're just trying to help them.
And the veterans, they know what PTSD is.
But you can't have somebody describe it you would not understand. And trying to describe it exacerbates the situation. It makes it worse. Perhaps it's the part about you forget a lot of the trash when you smoke marijuana. There's a lot of static in your head that calms down. For post-traumatic stress victims, there's things they'd rather not remember and at least not relive. And apparently cannabis can be...
Not apparently. We know it does.
Really
Come
good.
on, who we kidding here?
Well, first of all, it's subjective.
We're two stoners here.
You can't have a study to say...
yesterday. What did you eat last night?
What I eat last night?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. That's that's one. It's a benefit to some.
Payway. I ate at Payway, a steak thing.
Always 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, right.
But
well, there was an ad one time that said using cannabis makes it take 10 seconds to answer to "Hey, stupid." And I wrote a reply editorial. Maybe they heard you the first time and they didn't think you were talking to them. Who wants to be the quickest to answer to "Hey, stupid"? There's effects of it. It may disturb your concentration, but if it's at a time of no concentration necessary, that's your right. Sometimes I'll be doing something. I'll walk to the refrigerator, and I'll get there and I'll think, "Whoa, what was it I came here for?" And then I'll say, that's one for the away team, meaning this is what they're talking about. Yeah, that might have been the result, but it only affected me. I get a kick out of it, so just go away. It's amusing to me. I don't mind that. One of life's little fun things, never know what you're going to do next.
And that's what's good about marijuana. For veterans, for anyone really in a PTSD situation. Because instead of like using alcohol, which can actually intensify the feelings, bring the feelings right back, bring you like you're right there.
Yeah.
Marijuana just like softens the hurt. It softens those thoughts. And it helps you forget them. And it helps you get on with it.
And live in the moment.
You know?
Yeah.
Big Phil, what's up? What's up? So where's our little guy? Here he is. How is everything, little man? Everything good? Lefty? Lefty?
Lefty doesn't answer to little man. He's ignoring it.
But he's a little man. That's what his wife told me. Right, Lefty?
Oh, rim child.
How is everything? Good news? Bad news?
Grandma's TV is broken.
Jesus, good. That was the big news?
I gotta go fix her TV.
I'm going to hold a sign there. Why don't you come take a seat?
I just heard a very interesting story. There's a medical marijuana patient here today. Her name is Jessie. Is that right, Jessie? And she has a hell of a story if she wants to come up and tell it. It's where's our microphone? Our other microphone. Oh geez. All right, I'm gonna kill someone. Where's our other wireless microphone?
Right here, baby.
Okay. We'll put it on here. I wish we had a chair for her. We don't really have a chair. Can we give her Williams' chair?
No, she can sit right here.
Okay. Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I'm good at that.
So we're live. I'm taking it. We're live.
Yeah.
Breaker 19.
We actually are live. Here, you want the complete these on? I'll help you.
All fancy smancy.
Yeah. So Jessie, how are you? Welcome to Fully Baked Radio.
Hey.
You're a medical marijuana patient here in New Jersey.
I sure am.
Okay, let me get you up here. Yeah, right up on it like yeah. You said it, not me.
Lord of mercy.
You were telling me some crazy stuff while we were smoking our medicine across the street.
Yes.
Well, first of all, you told me about Bill Buckman was your attorney.
Most amazing attorney out there. God rest your soul, Mr. Buckman.
Yeah, man.
I know you're signing down on me.
He's awesome. It's funny how the sun just came down like on you right here.
Oh, don't make me cry. He
I'm
loves
serious.
me.
I love that guy.
him.
I've known Bill for 20 years, and when you told me you knew him, it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I made a video when he died. Phil actually interviewed him. Flip Morley did his last interview.
And I saw him the last day before anybody else did.
And you saw him right before he died.
He took me to court one time, and I was with him right before he passed away. Oh, yeah. And for anybody that's watching, I don't know what this is going to do, but I'm just going to say in my professional opinion, yeah, gastric bypass didn't kill him with his mental issues. There was foul play for sure. He was an amazing man. He was brilliant.
Yeah, I don't see Bill committing suicide. He didn't seem like...
No man that sits in chambers with me for 4 hours and takes his day to tell me that that's not what I should do with my life is going to then leave and go to his house a mile away from his house and take his own gun and take his own life. No way. No way. But that's that.
Wow. So do you have any more information about who it could be that would want to...
Well, I mean, do you want to get me smacked? I don't know how that would be with a car, a golf club.
Man, I just, I'm all about justice, and if Bill...
Yeah, I mean, if
justice,
there's anybody that's watching and you'd like to know and speak to me afterwards, they can reach out to you because, yeah, I got some information. I don't care who knows it because he was an amazing man. He triumphed for 2 kids in Paulsboro that got abused by police officers right before I was officially retained by him. And I was lucky enough to see them outside of his office, and he was so proud of that moment because they had tried to take their case to 3 different attorneys, and he won on his first go-round. So that says a little bit about who he is. He didn't see color, gender, race. He saw our civil rights, and I miss you, man.
Yeah, that's what he fought for. He fought for civil rights and for justice for all
And
people.
I can tell you I'm on my 3rd attorney. I'm almost 4 years in, and prior to meeting him, I had no justice and a lot of money spent on a fixed income disability.
So why were you seeing Bill Buckman in the first place? What happened with your case? Give us some background on your case.
Well, first of all, I'll give you a little background on me. I'm from Mississippi. I moved to New Jersey when I was 19. Was the marketing director for the largest real estate management company in the United States, and we had a contract to basically rebuild all the low-income houses across the United States, on the major cities, Chicago, Tampa, Atlanta, even the small podunk, shout out to Opelika, Alabama.
Opelika, Alabama.
Yeah, little bitty places like that. I need some soul food if anybody can FedEx it to me. But no, I did that for 11 years, 9 years in Jersey, but stayed on the road until my boyfriend, unfortunately, I became a victim of felony assault and battery. He beat me up on New Year's Eve at a restaurant, which changed my life forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but they wanted to give him simple assault. And after I waddled out of the hospital, they told me I couldn't leave. I asked the judge and the prosecutor, does this look like simple assault to you? As my arm doesn't work, I'm completely bruised up, had been in like a coma for a day or two, or 2 days actually it came out to be.
Whoa.
And they agreed, and they took it back to the grand jury, to where the grand jury, I don't know if people out there know this, but if you have to go in a grand jury to try to retry someone, the only people that are allowed to hear the case are the jurors, and the people that are allowed to say anything about the case is the officer that took the report, and you pray to God he wasn't lazy that day, or he's a good guy and he actually loves his job and wrote down the right things, because that's all you got. You can't be there. And then the prosecutor that basically doesn't want to have another case on his books most of the time, especially when it looks like a boyfriend-girlfriend case, but this was a lot different, and thank God the jury saw it that way. But long story short, it didn't matter because he violated, oh my God, don't get me to lie, but I know it was 4, 5, 6 restraining orders. He, my whole arm, my whole back is titanium. I have degenerative disc. I'm 32 years old.
I got the same problem. I'm 47, and I'm all...
And this has been going on since I was 27. This happened to me.
Wow, that's awful. I know that pain that is, because it's a horrible pain to have.
Yeah, well then, if you've been through it, what was their treatment for you? What was their go-to for you?
OxyContin, Roxicodone, Neurontin, Valium, and surgery.
Make you their guinea pig, because at the end of the day, doctors are called practicing, and there's no cure if you don't come back. And 3.5 years ago, I slammed my hands on their table and I looked at them. I said, you paid all that money to get those fancy little signs to tell me that I have no other choice but to take pain medicine. I told them, I apologize for this redneck vulgarity, but I said, I guess you've never met a more hard-headed SOB in your life. And I walked out of there. I never took another one. I sat in my living room, about died. And I didn't even take nearly what they were prescribing me. And put it down. Never touched it again. And then, I had no other choice but to take my health in my own hands and grow my medication. Because being on a fixed income, living in New Jersey, being single with no children, you're in the highest tax bracket, FYI. How are you supposed to go to a dispensary where you printed your resume out and they call you every week begging you to grow for them because they don't know what they're doing, and then they cut their plants too early a year ago December because they were financially going under, so much to where they cut them so early that the patients return the product. Have you ever heard of a pharmacy allowing you to return a pill? Never. Because it's a chemical they make in a lab, and Chris Christie is not allowing them to have the proper resources to do it the proper way. They're not allowing them financially when, here's a simple assessment. You have $1. Feds on any weed establishment, a dispensary, a grow op, I don't care what you are, a pipe shop, they're getting 40 cents on the dollar because they consider that part of the RICO Act, because you're considered like the laundromat laundering the money for the cocaine. That's why you can't mess with your banks, and that's why people in Colorado are fighting. And go Colorado for letting marijuana in the schools for the kids. Just recently, last week, it's in the governor's hands. I think he's going to sign the bill. But then you have the state of New Jersey. You got 40 cents gone. They're taking 20 cents. You're left with 40 cents. We were basically given a bill with limited instructions. On those instructions, one of the main things Chris Christie said is you have to employ 2 full-time nurses. Well, we all know that nurses pay a lot of money, and God bless you, because it's not a job I could ever do, and you're special people. But that's going to take that 40 cents. How are you going to pay your overhead? How are you going to buy your nutrients, your supplies, your electric bill. Well, I know they were given $3.7 million 3 years ago of our tax dollars to buy all of the wrong lights, very low-grade nutrients, and I was allowed in the dispensary and unsanitized, no one with gloves, no one taking their shoes off, things done backwards. And if you ask me, it looked like a bunch of people that didn't ever in their life grow, and they
Which
actually,
dispensary was this?
I'm not going to say, but I'm in South Jersey.
Gee, what dispensary in South Jersey could it be?
I don't know.
I only hear good things about the one in South Jersey.
Yeah, well, you know, South Jersey, they're supposed to be everywhere, right? It's supposed to be convenient. I don't call 2-hour round trip tolls and gas convenient. And also, I don't think going in the back of some trees to an industrial park that looks like it's been closed down for years when they don't allow signs.
Weird.
Too safe.
Weird place.
Especially if you're a domestic violence victim like myself. And, you know, I'm from Mississippi originally, so I'm more pro-gun than most people. So
Yeah.
New Jersey should get on that train wagon, too.
So
Sorry.
So you were arrested. The police came to your house.
Yeah, what happened was I had a friend that understood my struggle, taught me how to grow in some facets, and actually brought me my first bubble hash bags and taught me how to make hash because it's a more pure, like a little bit different. You got to shake it up sometimes when you hurt a little bit. For him to get busted, 10 pounds of weed, bringing it to a house, and the cops turned him into a CI, and him to come to my house. And I didn't sell my medicine. It wasn't my thing. But he needed something, and he was a little fidgety, I thought, just because he'd been working a lot. 3 grams of weed, people. 3 grams. And they got a search warrant, and they probably spent $250,000, $500,000 with a SWAT team and I don't even know what kind of bomb squad team for a house that's less than 700 square feet.
Wait, they came to your house with a SWAT team and a bomb squad?
I mean, yeah, that's what it looked like. I mean, I don't know what else you'd call that big tank that has no windows and crazy uniforms and military game-looking stuff on.
Over 3 grams of weed?
Well, because I was operating Felony 1 Controlled Deadly Substance Facility.
Oh, because you were growing a plant.
Because I had a controlled deadly substance facility.
God.
Am I wrong, or aren't there studies showing that to date there has yet been anyone passed away from marijuana, medical marijuana?
I haven't heard of any to date.
So
No.
that sounds to me like that's kind of a false charge within itself. And then when I am a patient and I'm on disability and the guy that almost killed me got a year probation, and by the way, 4 weeks ago sends me an email after how many years, since 27 years old, saying some insane stuff to where I'm worried he's going to come back. So I'm still left with the threat of the person that's still making me suffer.
Wow.
But I should go to jail for 20 years because I chose not to do opiates because I'm sorry, they're the devil.
So you're facing 20 years in prison?
Technically, those are what my charges hold. Felony 1, Controlled Deadly Substance Facility. I'm on the same level of the Boston Bomber. Do I look like the Boston Bomber?
And you were just growing a few plants?
Yeah. They only got, when they weighed all of my weed wet, 7 ounces. So we all know if you're a grower or you know anything about it, that's going to dry out. That might be an ounce if you're lucky,
That's
an ounce
not
and a
much.
half. Because they cut the buds off at the stalk, just weighed it, and they could only come up with 7 ounces.
Did they weigh the roots too? Because sometimes they do that.
I have yet to know because I'm on my 5th prosecutor, my 4th judge,
Oh my God.
and my 3rd attorney.
Wow.
And I have court on the 18th, Monday, 8:45, to show up to find out my prosecutor's been changed again.
What town is that in?
Woodbury, New Jersey, Gloucester County, Superior Court.
Wow.
And they basically want you to run out of money, give up, kill yourself, because that's what they do to you. They take your hope, your will. You're already physically broke down, so they mentally break you down and hope that you give up, give in, and you become captive to their circle and their society when they need to see the flaws in our program. They need to know that that medicine's not available. They need to know that, you know, stop making your money off the methadone clinics and Suboxone clinics and give people other alternatives. I know they're there for a reason, but try to give people also a better, healthier way past that reason.
Well, Jesse, if you look around, there's a lot of like-minded people here, and a lot of people have similar stories, although your story is pretty freaking awful. Oh, my God.
It's pretty rotten.
I was beaten up by the police in East Brunswick for an eighth of marijuana.
Oh, my God.
I had the handcuffs on my back, behind my back, and I got kicked in the chest by the sergeant while they all stood around.
And you might have probably in your face.
You know. And Bill Buckman was my attorney for that, by the way.
Mr. Buckman, I love you.
Yes. But they charge you with so much stuff. They had like 10 charges on me. They just loaded me up with so much stuff that.
And you know that what they say, and it's very true if you look it up, to get a grand jury indictment, felony charges on anyone out there, you have to have nothing more than a doubt in a mind. That could be anyone's mind, a possible doubt. Your evidence could be nothing. And someone might be like, well, they might have, and that is enough for them to felony indict you. And it's up to you to either A, go public defender and plea out, or B, have a rich family, or C, sell everything you own and still struggle like myself and just keep it moving and praying and keep praying and praying.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's wrong that I chose a healthier way of life. And at the end of the day, you know, my grandfather laid on a landmine in World War II and blew his hands off when he was sleeping to save this country. And I don't think he fought for a country like that for his granddaughter to be looked at and told that she can't grow a plant. And he was a religious man from God. I know it wouldn't happen. A man with 7 gardens, and he was so mad in 91 when they genetically modified all the seeds. He would definitely be okay fighting for our country and me smoking marijuana as my medicine over me going to a pharmacy that, by the way, Chris Christie won't even allow the medicine into for patients.
Well, there is a lot of ignorance out there. We've gone to police stations and we asked them where to smoke weed as patients. And the last town we went to was Hanover Township. And the cop in Hanover said he'd rather see people taking OxyContin than marijuana.
You know why? Because the pharmaceutical countries run this country. They are the largest lobbyists. They have their hands in the politicians. They have their hands in the teachers board. Not to say the teachers are involved, but who's behind it? Unions and politicians. And every politician's payroll is connected to the police union. And my father was killed in the line of duty in Chicago, Illinois in '94. And he was a police officer. And I can guarantee you that he would not be okay with people going to OxyContin over a plant. That is just absurd.
It is. It's crazy. I was shocked to hear an officer say that.
Well, if he said that, that's because he's ignorant and he hasn't educated himself and he chooses to be a sheep and I'm a lion. Rawr.
There you go.
Sheep follow the masses, and last time I checked, the leaders, we get beaten and tethered, but we stand out at the end of the day. And I bet when we get to Heaven's Gates, I bet you we get the free line pass that you got to pay for without paying. I mean, I'm hoping, God, because this is hard work.
Wow. Wow.
It's the truth. I mean, look at the people walking by you every day. Some people, they don't know hardships. They don't know what's going on in their life. But let one of them come up with cancer. Let one of them come up with MS. Let one of their children or their grandchildren come up with an autism that's so bad they can't control. Or epilepsy, like we have a family here with a daughter that they're striving to do everything they can to get treatment just so she has a better quality of life. Who are other people, other human beings, to take away another human's God-given right? A God-given way to treat yourself.
How do you not want to help Tuffy?
Exactly. Look at her. How could you not want to help her?
I mean, really? You're going to want Tuffy to suffer?
I mean, I probably watched every video she had, and she's like one of the strongest inspirations for me. When she was at the playground with her mom and dad, I mean, like, I couldn't stop crying because it's so beautiful. Because to show her, like, determination. And I'm like, who are you as another human to take that determination and that will away from that child?
That's right. Tuffy is inspirational.
You know, she's our next generation, unfortunately, coming up. I don't know if you're down with the vaccines, if you say it is or isn't. It could be anywhere from the pollution to something, but we all have to stand up and recognize that there is a large number of disabilities coming out in our younger youth, infants, and birth that, you know, we haven't been used to dealing with. And what is that from? How do we treat that? Well, we don't dope them up on Xanax, and we don't dope them up on Valium and keep them a zombie. We try to help them, but there's no money in a cure, unfortunately. And unfortunately, these people that don't vote for these things, they're getting paid by that money that don't want that cure.
Well, me and Don Karpowicz, he's a vet with PTSD, and we were a little upset that 13 assemblymen voted no for PTSD. How do you not support the troops?
Let me ask you this. If somebody strapped that pack on their back, which I think they say weighs, what, like 150, 175 without water, and you put your water on there, it's 200, then you got your gun, and then you got to put all your uniform on and put a helmet on, and you're in the desert. Tell them to do that for 30 minutes. And if they can do that for 30 minutes, I'll listen to something they don't vote on, because last time I checked, something's in their pocket, and it's called money and corruption. And that's unfortunate, because the blood, sweat, and tears that are out there that have fought for you to buy that suit, walk around and park for free and get paid by your taxpayers and do whatever you want to do on your weekends on Memorial Day and barbecue your sausage that's, vegan or whatever, I don't know. Guess what? Those people that died, they died so you could do that kind of weird shit. Because you know what? They don't care. You can do what you want. They support the country. They support individuality. They surely wouldn't support a man that doesn't know their struggle voting on something that has been proven to definitely help their struggle.
Yeah.
How at that point do you expect the troops that are suffering from PTSD not to have outbursts, not to have night terrors, not to wonder, how did I do the right thing, and how do you expect them to have hope in the dirt they fought for?
That's right.
My whole family, 2 Vietnam vets, my uncles, my grandfather, World War II, my stepfather, Navy, killed police officer. I mean, I can guarantee you, they wouldn't want someone coming on their property, and there's laws down in Mississippi that don't allow that, to tell them what to do. So why should somewhere in a more populated area be able just to have a simple vote for somebody to be like, nah? And why should, if the federal government, by the way, they just voted as well to not allow doctors and VA hospitals to consult PTSD victims, veterans, on medical marijuana just this past week.
That just happened?
Yes, sir, this week.
Whoa. I thought the VA could recommend medical marijuana.
Well, the feds just said no. People can fact check me.
I thought that was an old story I thought they changed that. No, wow.
I just read an article 2 days ago, I believe it was, because I was shocked.
Yeah, that's shocking to me.
Because they also passed the bill to where, if a state does have their own individual marijuana laws, it's not right for the DEA to come in. But guess what? The DEA is still coming in.
Oh, look at the picture. It's picture time. Oh, well.
Picture.
We're busy over here. We're busy doing a podcast. Sorry, guys.
Peace signs.
Sorry, I keep having to get a...
Hey, guys. Love the sunshine. It's beautiful.
Ask your doctor if marijuana is good for you. I'm trolling the crowd.
I mean, look at this face. If they could see this face, God only knows what they're looking at. I mean, we have people walking by that are in official type tax-paying offices.
Sure.
And they are cell phoned out. They will not even look this way. And it's sad when a community that is so needy of the community to keep their job won't even read a veteran sign or a girl story about domestic violence, or a man who just needs it because he's got MS, or anybody who's suffering for this or that. Looking down, get that cell phone out. Disconnect, dumb down.
So we're waiting to see Jay Weber. Jay Weber was one of the men who voted no. And me and Don went to his office, and we asked, because we want Jay Weber to tell Don to his face, a disabled vet, tell him to his face why you don't support him.
What happened?
He didn't show up. He wasn't there. He didn't call us back.
Surprise.
Yeah, he won't call us. No phone call, no nothing. So hopefully we'll catch Jay Weber walking down here one of these days.
No, or we can go old school and support the USPS and just letter him up.
I like that too.
Yeah, I like to draw. I got plenty of time. Maybe we can get some stamps donated. Anybody out there that's got some stamps, I'm down to just send them letters, videotapes, all that. So he has to open them. His wife has to open it. Somebody at the house has to open it. I'll tell the mailman, open this, it's for you, mailman, but not till you get to this address, because that's not illegal, guys.
It used to be we couldn't hold these guys accountable. Now we can with cameras and social media, YouTube.
We can, and it's legal, and it happens way more, and I'm so thankful. But unfortunately, the law still believes they're above the law, and in unfortunate circumstances, there's still so many people getting their cameras broken. They're trying to get things to where, they destroy cell phones so they don't have it. But I guess that cloud gets you every time.
Wow.
It amazes me, because down in Mississippi, they're a little bit slower. They don't have all the technology they have here, and they have one of the largest pro-marijuana movements going on in all 50 states, and I wish them all the luck. Love you guys. Miss you.
Where is this, down in Mississippi?
In Mississippi, and I don't know if people know, but the federal government has been supplying Mississippi State with who knows how much they spent already, billions of dollars, weed facility since the 70s. But they've done 2 documentaries, I believe, and in both documentaries they're not allowed to say that they're there growing for any medical or research purposes. So finally, 2-3 weeks ago, the scientists went to them, to the federal government, and said, hey, well, all these studies are coming out, and you want a scientist's opinion, and you want us to prove them wrong. We don't have any product to prove them wrong. So they did increase their plants from, like, no joke, I think they were growing like 57 plants or something in a billions of dollar facility since the 70s, up to 3,400 plants. So I guess that's good, and maybe that means that they're going to try. But when the scientists went to them, at least it shows a little bit of, okay, well, we'll give you 3,400 plants. Maybe that's enough for a few scientists to be like, hey, this is working. Because I know my grandmother suffered from Alzheimer's, dementia, and that's supposed to slow down the process of that, and anything to help that disease. That's a horrific disease.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, all of them are. I mean, not one's worse than the other. They're all terrible in their own right, and every individual has to handle it. And if they want to go a more holistic route, God bless them.
That's what's amazing to me, how politicians can decide who gets to suffer and who doesn't, you know.
Seems a bit like the Stone Age, right? Like, where's our drawbridge and who's in the shackles? I think we are.
Yeah.
And I think we're the ones that should be going in the stalls.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, was that not right to say? Was that a little wrong? Did they hear me up there? Did they think that was a roll call?
You know, Mississippi weed is not very good. I hung out with a patient, a federal patient, and she showed me her tin that she has of all these cigarettes they roll for her. And it was the worst weed I ever smoked in my life.
The cartels have been bringing all the weed into Mississippi, and if you have good weed in Mississippi, it's coming. Thank you, people from Florida. It comes from Texas. It's dirt weed, at least years ago when I was in high school. And it's unfortunate because the people down there have a horrific opiate epidemic, Loratabs out the wahoo. And the Mississippi doesn't have methadone clinics. They don't support that, which I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. But they just started a Suboxone program. But it's only limited to like 100 patients per doctor, and I think there's only 4 doctors in the state that are allowed to prescribe it. So people get up at 2 in the morning from the city I'm from in Mississippi, because they're opiate addicts and have been for 13 plus years and whatever, the whole town, and drive 2 hours to Tuscaloosa to go to a methadone clinic in Alabama.
Wow.
Ridiculous. Why would you not want marijuana there? It's killed so many people I've known personally already just because there's nothing to do. They get bored. What else do you do?
Yeah.
It seems like it's a perfect, logical conversation, and I would love for any of these people to sit down and debate it with me, because anything they have, I'd love to hear the reasoning, because if they can give me a good enough reason that they can convince this brain why it's not a good thing.
My pain manager...
I probably still won't listen.
Listen to this. My pain manager put me in rehab for marijuana. He wanted me on OxyContin and Roxicodone. He didn't like that I was taking marijuana.
What?
So they put me in rehab, and they put me on Suboxone. For
Suboxone.
marijuana, yeah.
For marijuana.
Yeah.
That is absurd, because do you know what they do? That means you have to keep coming back, because Suboxone is nothing more than you get off the opiates, you get on the Suboxone. You combine a Xanax with it. They say it's better than heroin. I wouldn't know. I don't get in that rodeo. But all I know is I've seen the demise of many, many families because of that rodeo. And I think it's absolutely just another way for the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors to keep the patients coming back. Because if you don't have insurance, it's an all-cash deal, you know, it's just another rodeo to keep you in the circle. And if you're not like me and you don't slam your hands down on that table and you say you're done, and I don't care what your advice is, because at the last time I checked behind your name, it says you're practicing, and that's why you'll forever be saying you're practicing, because you don't really, truly know, because I know my body better than you. I mean, there's not less than 1% of the people out there can put that down. That's why there are so many addicts that need help. And I think if there were more dispensaries to where if an addict got a craving and they can maybe go get some good pot, they could take that craving away, and those chills when they're detoxing or whatever they're going through, those Suboxone clinics and those methadone clinics would shut down too.
Yeah. I was on 90 milligrams of Roxy every 3 hours. That was my prescription. That's insane. That's an insane amount of...
Wait, what was it?
90 milligrams of Roxicodone every 3 hours.
That's 3 blue rock.
Yeah, 30 pills.
Every 3 hours?
Yes.
Look at my face.
Right? That's insane. That's insane. And they told me I'd never get off these pills, and I got off them using cannabis.
Amen.
How about that? It took me 4 times. But it was tough, and I had to smoke an ounce of sour diesel in a weekend.
Do you know I had to smoke 40 blunts in one day?
That's what I'm saying.
When I was going through that shit.
It's insane, but it works.
All I was doing was less than what I was supposed to be doing. It was just they want you brainwashed to keep you sick, to keep you coming back. And you know what the sad part about it is that yes, at some point I'm gonna have to probably take some of that, take that medicine and on a regular basis. But I wanted to prolong that date, and it's unfortunate, but I've been able to get 4 years out with just my medical marijuana, and we'll see how many more I get. But the more I have out, the better, because you know what it's like. You've been there. It's a vicious circle, and it's like when I'm 60, shoot, if I make it to 60, God bless my bones. You know, I can understand taking some stuff like that, but 28 years old, soaking wet, 115 pounds, no.
Yeah.
It's not right, and it's not right that people should want to treat their children, and they can't. Hi, guys. Are you enjoying the sunshine? The igloo has melted, but we need to get these votes changed. We're having a problem with the PTSD movement. First dude that spoke to us, at least we got that out. That was nice.
I like it. This is why I like being out here. This is great. What'd you say, Don? Can you say that into the microphone, please?
I'm a veteran. I am a 100% permanently and totally disabled by the VA for post-traumatic stress. I'm a military special operator. Worked with a lot of secret things going on in my life. I had a team was killed. One of my on a mission. I had lost 7 teammates out of 9 of us. Turned into a search and rescue mission. Hopefully, we were going to find some of the guys alive. But when we got there, they were all dead. So we went to work, and we had to. It went from a search and rescue mission to a recovery mission, and then I had to go home and to approach all my teammates. There was literally only 18 guys on our team, and 7 of them were killed. And we were stationed in Germany at the time. We were in a team in Frankfurt, and so we were very, very, very close. When you live overseas in the military and you live on a base, it's like a little family. You know, a base is very small over there, and everybody gets very close. So, you know, we're like family. In fact, it's more than family. And so coming back home and having to confront everybody and tell them what happened was a very difficult thing. And once I did that, we went back. I went right back on the horse, jumping out of airplane. They scheduled submission. Full combat load, night, low level, MC-130, which is really one of the secret 130s, secret aircraft that we use. It's got a lot of stuff on there that's secret anyway. We, night, super low level flight, jumped out of the plane, never spoke about it again for 30 years, almost 30 years, because I was strong. Then I turned to alcohol. Once I retired, I got out. Turned to alcohol. Alcohol didn't work out real well. Then I was on the opiates because of all my orthopedic pains that I have. I have all kinds of orthopedic issues that are verified by the VA, and you know, but the PTSD is the one that I get 100% for. My physical disabilities total about 80%, but I am, for one single condition, I'm rated 100%, and that's post-traumatic stress. And without weed, I can tell you I'd be dead right now. And weed is not the only reason, but weed is definitely part of the total package of my recovery.
Amen.
It got me off, helped me get off opiates. It helped me get off Ambien. I hardly take my Ambien anymore. It's taken the alcohol. Of course, I don't drink anymore. And I wouldn't have been able to just smoke my weed, sit on the couch, and not want to go out. And just enjoy myself at home, and I'm cool with that. It took a little while, and there was a transition period there. But now it's kind of like when I was to the point where I got the urge, I wanted to go out and go get hammered and do whatever, something stupid. I smoked some weed, and I kind of like, I'll just stay home.
Did you hear that? I'd rather stay home than get a DUI.
Well, I don't need to go out, you know. So then, you know, it just kind of transitioned from that to just me smoking weed and laying on the couch and not drinking, you know. I mean, and my wife is my rock.
For that.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Amen for the weed.
Amen to
Yeah.
that. And she stood by you through everything.
Yes, and I'm on the other side, but a lot of my brothers, 22 of them a day, are killing themselves.
22 a day?
22 a day are committing suicide.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Oh my God.
22 a day. I would have been a statistic without marijuana. I would have been one of those 22. I can tell you for a fact, and my wife will verify it.
Don, I'm glad you're here, man, because you're here for a reason.
Yep.
So
And my little
we're
service
all,
dog, my little
Thank you for
Riley
your
right
story.
here.
Yeah,
my little
man.
Riley boy right here. He's my little boy. He's part of my therapy. And
I'm going to have to bring my dogs next time.
I did the. I went through. I'm still going therapy. You know, I still take some medication, but I'm off. Like I said, a lot of the medications, and I attribute a big part of that to weed, and that's why when I heard that post-traumatic stress was coming up to vote in the committee level, actually, before even the assembly, I felt compelled to come and publicly support the bill at the meeting, at the vote, and I did. I was ready to testify, but there was really no need at the time. But I'm ready to. I'm out. I'm a veteran, out of the closet, pot smoker. Fuck them all.
Amen. That's great. Hi, how are you? Enjoying the sunshine? It's beautiful out. I see your smile. Yes, and we got a wave.
We have supporters. We have a lot of supporters.
They're not all who's. That was an awesome story.
Yeah.
You're so right about that.
I know I am.
Here, talk.
No, I'm good.
You're good? Well, talk on the mic. Make sure you talk on the
Hi,
mic.
ladies. You look beautiful today.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good here. My little
Help
Riley
try
on
to
my
change the
legs.
vote. PTSD, veterans, medical marijuana. Please, talk to everyone you know.
Just makes me chill, man.
What phone number? Phone number?
3726. 3726. Assembly Bill 3726.
Assembly Bill 3726.
Assembly Bill 3726.
Unanimously, everyone voted no without blinking an eye, and our veterans are suffering.
It saved me,
Go, ladies, because they look like they might.
and I feel like a criminal when I have this. I don't have any on me now, but when I'm home and I got my stuff, or I'm going getting it back and forth from home, I just I don't like
You're
being
paranoid.
paranoid.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Well, yeah, you
Just
are.
trying to stay
I know I
better.
am, but I don't feel like it should be wrong.
Like, I think I have, where's my medical marijuana?
I was going to say, I paid for my card, and I'm on a fixed income, and it does you no good.
But you,
I can't get this.
You can't
Look,
get this.
Lefty can have it.
I can get it.
Lefty gets
Why
this.
is your pain any
No.
different than mine?
Why can't you get it?
Why can't I get it?
Yeah.
You should go see my doctor. Doctor gives you a real card, like a driver's license from the state.
Dr. Vinny Boombots.
And if you're on any type of veterans income or disability, the state charges you $200 if you're not, and if you are, they only charge you $20. But the problem
But
is
the
this-
weed is expensive too, right?
Well, there's another problem. The doctors are allowed to set their own price to charge the patients to come. The state said that you have to have a relationship with your doctor, and the way they describe that is you have to see the same doctor one time for 4 months. So you go to the first time, and he can make you pay $150, $200, and then every visit afterwards is $100. But there's no cap, there's no set fees. They're allowed to charge what they want. It's all cash. Everything is a cash deal, and there's no insurance coverage. And either you come up with the money, and then the doctor's also allowed to set how often he wants you to come back to renew your prescription. It can be for 1 month, or he can write it for 3 months. But if he chooses to want to make more money, he can make you come back every month.
That sucks.
You know how much my card cost? $1,600.
Yeah, that's
Where's
what I
your card
calculated
from?
would cost.
I went to go see Dr. Akhtar in Bayonne. She charged me $400 a visit for a
See,
year.
there you go, people.
For a year. No patient has paid more than me. Not one patient here can say they paid more than me.
No, if you're in South Jersey, at Washington Township, Joyous Mangroni, he has appointments only on Friday.
Yeah, I wish I could get an appointment.
Well, we can. I've got the phone number for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm pushing. Come on,
Here,
brothers.
actually, I don't have my purse.
Hey, if there are any brothers out there listening, or anybody that have any military people in their group or family, friend me on Facebook. My first name is Vets. My last name is For Cannabis. You can go ahead and just friend me, and we can be vets together. And you can share anonymously, and I'll share your story anonymously, or you can share it to the world with through Vets for Cannabis. Now it's like a first name last thing thing. So Vets for Cannabis is a person.
Tell her to come here. Tell her to come here.
And I'm on it every day, trying to build a little thing with it, just getting started. So
Move up so you can get on the podcast too.
so
I heard Jennie Stormes is here. Jennie Stormes, come on our show. Jennie Stormes, come on our show. Where are you, Jennie?
there's an officer, it looks like. Is that guy in the yellow shirt an officer?
Speaking to the mic.
Is that an officer over there?
I don't know. It might be. Yellow shirt? Looks like it might be. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
But, yeah, Jennie Stormes.
They didn't do
is
it.
here.
They're innocent. They swear they're innocent.
I don't know if she still has a valid New Jersey medical marijuana card.
Uh-oh.
So if Jennie has any of Jack's medicine, she could be in trouble.
Oh, no.
Jennie may not be allowed to have Jack's medical marijuana here in New Jersey anymore.
Oh, no.
We'll have to ask her. I know when Sarah left, my friend Sarah.
I hope she doesn't leave in handcuffs.
No. No, she won't. My friend Sarah moved to Maine, and she had to take her medical marijuana over the New York and Connecticut border. And she could have been arrested for that. Little Sarah. Can you imagine arresting little Sarah in a wheelchair for her medical marijuana? It's ridiculous.
Crazy. So,
hey, Ken, how are you?
Something going on out there.
Good.
Ken, you want to say something? No? Just say hi.
Hello. Ken Walski, Coalition for Medical Marijuana, New Jersey. Happy to be here.
There we go.
Hoo-yah!
Another
That's what we say in
supporter.
Special Ops. Air Force Special Ops is hoo-yah. Marines are ooh-rah. Let's see, I forget what the other ones were. Marines are, we're hoo-yah. They're ooh-rah. What is SF guys? I guess hoorah. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway.
I like that.
So I say, this is how it goes. When I'm with my brotherhood, and we're going to do shots that I used to do. I'll do a shot of soda. But when we're doing something, it's all hoo-yah! Hoo-yah!
Don't get us kicked out of here. Please don't get us kicked out of here, you crazy
veteran, disabled veteran, 100% disabled.
You crazy disabled veteran, you. Come on, man.
I jumped out of planes. This ain't crap.
I liked it. I just don't know if they will like it. I like a little crazy in my life.
Airborne.
We all need a little bit.
Airborne. Airborne. Airborne.
So somebody tell Jennie Stormes we want to talk to her on our podcast, please. Jennie Stormes, we are going to talk about you until you come over here and talk to us. You must come talk with us. Yay.
Oh, we let her go.
That's all it takes. Say I have a louder voice, and I just got to get her over here. Let's give her a seat.
Yeah. I want to back out. I need to get in shade. No, I need to get in shade. It's too sunny right now. I need to get chill. I need some shade right now. I'm going to go back out for a second.
Oh, wow, this is great.
Jennie.
I heard I'm being paid.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on. I'm all wrapped up in wires here.
No, sorry, I got stuck answering questions.
Oh, my goodness. How are you? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow, awesome to see you.
All the way from Colorado.
Oh, here, grab a mic. All the way from Colorado. Are you serious?
All the way from Colorado.
Have a seat. Here, sit here. This is probably better. Oh, my God. Wow.
Hi.
Hi. How's Jax doing, first of all?
Oh, it's a mixed bag. Jack is doing good, and at the same time, Jack is having issues and struggling with some of the things that are going on. Medically, he's doing pretty good. Medically, he's doing really good. The doctors out there are not to the same par as they are here, so I'm running into complications. Education system is totally different in Colorado, so I'm running into issues and service issues out there. Give me another 3 to 6 months, I think Jack will be stellar. It's just going to take time.
What are the issues out there? I figured they'd be more advanced than we are here, or no?
When it comes to cannabis, they're more advanced.
Right.
But when it comes to educational services, whole different story. They actually took Jack's IEP from
What's IEP?
Individualized education plan.
Right, okay.
They actually took that and they threw it out. They said it was not appropriate because he was getting too many services.
Really?
Yes. So they took away his OT, PT, speech, took away all his services, all his supports.
Have they seen Jax? Have they met Jax?
They did. And actually, it's kind of funny. Summer school's coming up. School ends in like 2 weeks in Colorado. He's not eligible for extended school year this year because they don't have enough data for him. So things are just different. Things are totally different. Yeah. Give me 3 to 6 months. I think I will have all his services in place. But Jack has lost a year because Governor Christie forced me to have to leave the state with my child at a time where he's transitioning. He's leaving one set of services, transitioning out, but at the same time I'm having to put him in and get him services. Wow. And it's time consuming and it's hard. But the amazing thing is I have access to any and all medications I need. Everything. I can get bubble hash, I can get wax, I can get weed, I can get bud, I can get stems if that's what I really wanted to. But I just came back to New Jersey to get those.
To get what?
Stems.
Stems?
And I hear we have seeds, a plethora of seeds coming around here somewhere.
We have great dirt weed here in New Jersey. You can mix that with your good stuff.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
So,
Wow.
So when it comes to access to cannabis, Jack has everything and anything he needs. And let me give you a story. About 2 weeks ago, he ended up in the hospital because he was really stiff as a board, had some really bad dystonia, looked like he had Parkinson's. Went to the medical community because that's what good moms do. And I'm like, I need help. You know, what do I do? And all they were interested in is throwing muscle relaxers at him. They gave him baclofen, and it just wasn't working. And I knew it wasn't going to work. But I was trying to be patient, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And so it got to the point where I just went to a friend, and they told me what worked for their kid. And guess what? It's THC. It's indica. And so I, that afternoon, left the birthday party for the 4-year-old. I went and I got an indica strain, and Jack, within 20 minutes, went from straight as a board like this, not able to sit down in a chair, to sitting on the floor playing with his pop-up toy, independently. And all I did was give him an indica. He didn't fall asleep, the world didn't end, and he didn't die.
What was the strain?
It was Rocky's Kush.
Rocky's Kush.
Rocky's Kush.
Interesting. And do you know the numbers of Rocky's Kush? What the?
It actually was, I want to say, an 18% THC, 0 CBD.
0 CBD.
0 CBD. He still gets his CBD
Okay.
in a 20-to-1 ratio.
Right. Okay.
But I added in this indica, which basically, when you take all the numbers together, I'm actually lowering that ratio probably to a 10-to-1. So he's getting more THC and he's doing better.
That's amazing how you guys know all this stuff.
Right. And I've actually hooked up with another group called Botanicare, and they actually have agreed to take on Jack. And they've agreed to not only mess with his CBD and his THC and keep the consistent ratio, they're also looking at his terpenes. So those are just as important, looking at those terpene profiles. So when you get those lab results, it's not just CBD, THC, CBC, CBG. They're also looking at all those terpene profiles and seeing what it is and saying, oh, he did good on that last batch. Let's do that again. And then if they take it away and he does worse, we know he needs that terpene. And they'll ensure that that terpene is in every single batch of meds he gets. He hasn't had a seizure in 6 days since I added the indica.
Wow.
6 days.
Wow.
So.
And the testing, I'm sure, they do all the testing there in-house?
It just depends. Depends on the facility, depends on what's going on and who you're accessing it through.
Mm-hmm.
And it also depends. For example, I get the bubble hash. I really don't know what's in it. I just know it's a high indica. I don't necessarily know the percentages. And yes, it's been tested before it became the bubble hash, but that's what I'm using for him. And if I wanted to have it tested, I could go to Denver and I can have it tested. About $40.
$40?
$40.
Wow.
Yep.
I have to give you some to get tested for me. Some more.
If you really want to.
I'm kidding.
Here's some G13 for you.
G13?
I've been experimenting.
This is candy?
That is candy.
Really? Can I eat this?
If you want to, or you could just sit there and stare at it.
I can eat itself. Oh, thanks, Jenny.
Not a problem.
Awesome. Eat the whole thing, I guess?
That's pretty strong. It's up to you.
Well, we'll find out together.
Just don't drive home.
Too late.
So that actually has been working really great for Jack too. That's another indica that's been working great for Jack. And I just put a little bit of this in some of his food, and boom, the hypertonia, the stiff muscles goes away. So when it comes to cannabis, Jack's doing amazing. But in having to choose cannabis for him and having to leave the state, I lost everything else for him. I lost his home, I lost his school, and I lost all of his doctors. How's that fair? It's not right. It's not fair.
No, it's not fair. And your friends, family?
Friends, family, everything. I'm very homesick right now.
Yeah.
Don't make me cry.
Oh, God.
I miss you guys a lot.
Miss you too. As you can see, we're still here.
Yay, carrying on.
We're still
Thursdays
here.
in Trenton. I started some shit.
You started this whole thing.
I did.
This is great. I mean, look what it's turned into. Now we're broadcasting worldwide from Chris Christie's office.
I know I should go say hi. Is he in today?
He's in Sparta.
Oh, that's right. I saw a town hall meeting. I contemplated going there because it's very close to my old house.
I know.
I would ask him for compensation and damages and having to relocate and still having to finish relocating. We'll see. It might happen.
That's what's great about this podcast. We have a handheld microphone, wireless. So when it comes out of his truck, we just grab him. And we say, Governor, have a seat at our table.
Can I throw that at him?
Well, we have food you can throw at him here.
Oh, okay. Actually, too bad you ate it all. We could have shared.
Let's get Chris Christie stoned. Actually, where's Wayne? Wayne is dressed up. Wayne dyed his hair. Do you see his hair?
I see Wayne.
Wayne's dyed his hair like Chris Christie.
He's not paying attention, but
No,
I see him.
he can't hear us. Oh, boy.
I like his shirt, though. It's an awesome shirt.
Yeah, nice shirt, Wayne.
He's still not paying attention.
I don't care. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, so how else is Colorado treating you? I guess...
Colorado is beautiful. I wake up every day, drive out of the area I live in. It's a rental house that I live in. And every morning, beautiful snow-capped Pikes Peak. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's clean. It doesn't smell like weed. There's not a pot shop on every corner.
Oh, there's not?
Oh, no. Well, there probably is, but you know what? They're kind of discreet. They don't jump out and go, "Hey, Governor Christie, I'm a pot shop," like he seems to think that they do. But
yeah.
No, it's good. There's a really good community there. A lot of friends, a lot of other children who are suffering from something, and they're on cannabis, and we all work together. We all help each other. We all support each other. So
we have to.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a support group out there in Colorado already?
We do. We have parents from all over the country, absolutely, and they truly care about both my children. You know, not just Jack, but Sydney too. And in fact, while I'm here, I can't tell you how many people, 8 that I'm thinking of just right now off the top of my head, that are like, make sure Sydney has my phone number. So if anything happens for Jack, immediately, you know, I've got all these people I can go to, and it's kind of funny because it's almost like it's a war between who's going to help Sid while Jenny's gone. So it's kind of nice, you know. It's nice to know that in that town of Colorado Springs, there's enough people that can have Sid's back if anything were to go wrong. But he's doing fabulously. So of course she hasn't needed to call anybody yet.
How is she making the transition?
She's homesick. She's actually leaving me for about a month this summer. She's coming back here to Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to lose my baby girl,
Oh, boy.
and she's going to come here, and she swears she's coming back. So we'll see. But
I promise, Mom, coming back.
that's what she says. She's 19. I mean, I can't keep her there.
Yeah.
I love having her there. But the one advantage to Colorado is that there's many advantages when it comes to the actual services. We're just in a really bad transition time to be moving and transitioning to begin with. But Sydney gets to be Jack's CNA, and she gets to be paid to take care of her brother and help me. So I think that that's really important. I'm being paid to be Jack's caregiver and take care of him at home as well. So that helps a lot.
Yeah.
She actually starts class on Friday. Yep.
Okay.
So she'll become a licensed professional and help her brother.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
What a concept, huh? Let's see. Let's make someone live on welfare because they're taking care of their loved ones. Or we could just train them, pay them, and address that shortage and take care of that and not have to worry about call-outs or any of that kind of stuff. So totally different scenario, different mind, different way of thinking. Everything's laid back. I mean, People are late all the time. There's tons of traffic lights, but people aren't honking and killing each other over a traffic light. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting.
So if we did happen to see Governor Christie walking down the thing here, as someone who's been like double and triple victimized by him and his policies, what would you tell him?
I'd ask him if he's proud of himself. He represents the people of this state. Is it only the elite people or only the people he cares about? And I'd ask where my son falls in that. Because we've lost a lot. And I shouldn't have had to move. Don't make me cry.
No. I asked what you would tell him, not what you would ask him. I'm a smart ass, so I'm going to tell him.
What would I tell him?
What would you, if you were going to yell at him and say, Governor, blah, 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 what would you yell at him?
I wouldn't waste my time. I wouldn't yell at him because it would do no good. And all he'd do is throw an ice cream at me. So why would I bother? Of course, I'd still want to have to give him an ice cream because he probably wouldn't have one with his bypass.
Well, look what happened when Ricardo yelled at him. They escorted him out.
Kicked him out,
So,
absolutely.
yeah,
He's not worth it.
Yeah.
I would ask the questions, and I would hold him accountable to his actions.
Yeah.
Why? Why did you do this? It's not fair. You know, Jack never did anything to deserve this.
Yeah, what did Jack ever do to you, Christy? Really?
Or to anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah, Jack is so loving. He's so amazing.
I know, he's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
How do you not do anything you possibly can for you and Jax in
Mhm.
Sydney? I mean, it's stupid.
Yeah, it really is stupid, and it's very biased, and it's very much on his agenda. It's not about the people. It's not about what's needed. It's not about following the science. If all he could do is follow the science, he could get over himself. But he's even too ignorant and too egotistical to even follow the science, and that's the hard part.
Yeah, it really upsets me when our leadership is not showing any leadership and not just do some research. Read a book.
Well, they're showing leadership. Unfortunately, it's a very much on an agenda of what he wants and how he wants the world, which isn't necessarily what the people want.
Yeah.
Look at Hitler. Hitler's a very good example of someone who's on an agenda. Does that mean that was everybody's agenda? No.
So are you comparing Governor Christie to Hitler?
Why not?
You can.
He's killing as many people as
Yeah.
Hitler's doing. He's just doing it without gas chambers. He's doing it with more suffering. So why not?
That's shocking, but it's true.
It sucks.
Yeah, because you live that. You see it every day. You have to live this, and
Yes, and I see many families suffering, not just from this state, from other states as well, which is why his presidential ambitions need to come into focus with what everybody needs and wants. You shouldn't make everybody move to the state of Colorado. Governor Christie can't do it. And FYI, the people in Colorado vote for president. So he's going to have to address that. People in Washington and Alaska and all these other states, they vote for president. So he's going to have to get over the fact that he, for some reason, really hates cannabis.
yeah. Well, you heard what he said about a month ago. He's going to shut down all the Colorado programs and.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. It's not going to happen.
No.
He can try all he wants, but it's not going to happen.
But you know, I don't think he's looking to get elected. I think he's looking for a cabinet position or something. You know.
That's what he's having to settle for.
Well, he'll settle for that. Attorney General. Can you imagine Christie as an Attorney General? Oh God, I want to throw up.
Yeah, not going to happen.
I would hope not.
No, I'll be there at the confirmation hearings and all of that fun stuff, that the process they have to go through.
Okay.
And I'll make sure that it's well known as to what his positions are. And if he is Attorney General, he's going to have to lay off of anybody cannabis because he can't hurt the children.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I was explaining to the gentleman on the street over there, this isn't about legalization when it comes to the children. Because any form of legalization excludes children.
Right.
Anybody under 21 cannot access this. So what are you going to do with a 2-year-old? You still have the same issue we have right now. We have to address the medicinal issue.
Yes.
And yes, legalization, it is a completely different issue. And yes, I think it should be legally available. But I have a better agenda. I shouldn't say better. I have a higher agenda because I'm trying to save my child's life and many other children whose lives depend on cannabis. Even the THC. Yeah, they need it all. Full spectrum cannabinoids.
Yeah, I know the window you guys have to hit. It's a very small window each time that you medicate. And you can have this consistent medication, but you could be making your medicine in a humid environment, and it can affect your your medicine, or a different altitude. It could affect
Oh my
it.
gosh.
All your recipes from here don't work in Colorado, right?
Nothing that is baked is going to work in
Oh,
Colorado.
my God, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
come
you got to
on.
adjust for that altitude. Yeah, we're about 7,000 feet, so even breathing is more difficult some days.
Yeah. How do you adjust your medicine for the altitude?
That part was fairly easy. The medicine itself, and since in New Jersey I couldn't really cook or make anything, that part was easy because I learned how to do everything that I'm doing in Colorado.
Okay.
So that part was an automatic adjustment for me. That was fine. But I can literally, hey, I want to try this with him, and go to a dispensary and get it within 5 minutes. Come home and start making it. I can make brownies for him. I can make lollipops. There's so many different things I can make.
What's the price out there for an ounce of weed?
Probably around $200 top shelf, $125 bottom shelf.
$200 for an ounce of cannabis, of the best cannabis you can buy.
Top shelf, yes.
$200.
Member prices, yeah.
Well, nobody else here seems to be shocked, but I'm pretty shocked. That's disgusting.
You can buy 4 grams of RSO oil, THC, CBD rich, whatever you want. That's approximately $60, 4 grams.
Oh my God, that buys me one
Yes, I know. 1 bud or crumbled bread.
one piece of shatter.
Yeah.
1 gram of shatter. Oh my.
There's and the knowledge out there is huge. For example, the day I went and got the indica for Jack and tried to make that, question I asked the bud tender, and she happened to work there for a long time. What do I do with this, and how do I make this work for him? Because they didn't have bud of what I was looking for, but they had it in the bubble hash. So she explained everything to me, and the knowledge and the information that they're sharing is so different from what you even get at a pharmacy. I mean, at a pharmacy, it's like, that'll be a $3 copay, take your pills twice a day, boom, you're done. But they're like, this is what it looks like, this is how much you use. I mean, they're telling you and showing you everything you need to know. And you can ask educated questions, and they will give you educated answers. It's not like you get at Garden State Dispensary, and I'm using them because that was my dispensary here, where you ask a question and they're like, oh, we can't tell you a recipe because you can't cook it. You must smoke it. Okay, well, I have a 15-year-old who can't wipe his butt, but you want him to smoke next to his oxygen. So I need to do something else with his bud.
What did they say to that when you told them that?
They can't have a comment. They couldn't say anything.
Our lawyers say we can't comment on that.
Yes.
So you're on your own, Jenny and Jax.
But if you happen to blow up, don't call us because we didn't tell you to smoke it.
Yeah, we didn't say nothing. So when you do decide to blow up your house, we didn't have anything to do with it because we didn't have no comment.
Absolutely.
Wow, they really covered their ass.
They did, and they even took out the recipe, so I couldn't just accidentally find a recipe on their counter because the internet does not exist.
I'm not sure I'm allowed back there because I took a picture of their camera.
I remember that. Actually, I don't think it was the picture you took. It was the sign you held with the picture.
Oh, the sign that said, call me John O'Brien, your program is killing kids, time to talk.
Yes.
With my
that
phone
one.
number?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, that one.
It's probably because you gave out your phone number. The phone number was probably the offensive part.
They never called me.
Of course they didn't.
Still waiting for them to call me.
Well, actually, you remember when I left the state, things were getting pretty hot and heated between the governor and myself and just the different issues that were going on.
Yeah.
And I had that meeting at the State House. How long ago was that?
Oh, wow.
12
wow.
months ago.
Yeah.
Still have never called me back. I followed up a couple of times. They've never called me back. They said they'd get back to me.
Wow, you know what? That was a long, long time ago.
That was. And it wasn't like I moved a week after that meeting. I moved, 3, 4, 5 months after that meeting?
And who did they send in that meeting? Was it interns or was it somebody above an intern?
No, it was above interns.
Above an intern.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jim Miller and Ken Wolski were there with me.
Oh, that meeting. Okay, yeah.
That meeting, yes. So
That's right.
I know that oh gosh, why am I not remembering her name? The director of client services was there.
Okay.
She was there. And of course, I can't remember her name, so I'm not going to say a wrong name. And then there were a couple other important people there. But again, nobody gave me any answers.
Like you.
Hmm.
You were the most important person in that room that day.
But I was
Sorry.
representing Jack, and Jack is the most important
That's
person.
what I'm saying,
Jack's needs, albeit 10 years too late, are going to change what is going to happen for those who can be saved. The damage is done to Jack. Modern medicine has killed what potential my son has ever had. So this isn't about healing Jack and making it so that Jack will be normal and perfect for the rest of his life. This is about giving him the best quality of life, but making this accessible to any and every other child suffering from the same disorder and others that needs this medicine. This is about saving the future generation of children with the right medicine.
Do you think he will improve over time?
I think Jack will improve. I think Jack will have a great quality of life. How long will he live? I don't know. I was told he wouldn't live past 2. You know, I was told at 2 years of age, take him home, he's going to die. Enjoy him, hug him tonight. You may not see him tomorrow. He'll be 16 next month. Sweet 16.
And how many years has he been on cannabis?
November 2012. That's when we started. I started to illegally heal him and do the best I can with what I had and break the law. And I had no choice. And I think anybody and everybody would agree with me. And everybody I tell the story, they're like, well, was it legal in Jersey then? Well, yeah, the law was signed. There were no dispensaries. There were no cards. There was nothing for me to do. But what was I going to do? The doctors told me he was going to die. There was nothing left and there are no meds. There are no drugs to try. And at that point, he had failed 62 drug combinations. What is left to try?
62 combinations of drugs.
Correct. And 2 brain surgeries.
A brain surgery where they cut the hemisphere in half, is that what they do? Or
They did that one,
Right.
and they also took out his right frontal lobe.
Oh, Jesus. Did any of those surgeries help?
No.
No.
Within 18 days, he started having seizures again. 18 days of surgery, he had seizures again. And that was also before the diagnosis of Dravet. They just thought he had intractable, refractory, medically complicated epilepsy. It was when I went to nursing school that we actually discovered that he has Dravet syndrome through genetic testing.
Right, you found out that.
I found it out. I diagnosed him.
Bye, Jessie. Thank you so much for your story today.
Bye, Jessie.
Jessie's leaving. She has a horrible story. She's a patient, and just another story of another patient just suffering.
It's
just-
so wrong. I'll have to watch the podcast since I missed it earlier.
This has been a very great thing, this podcast. I'm loving this. Because normally we're up the street, and we see Christy walking right in front of us. It's going to be great. Can't wait.
Oh, I know. And I was hoping to see him. And I was actually hoping to be here earlier today. But when it comes to the neurocare out in Colorado, there's a lot of manipulation. The hospital's doing a lot of things to interfere with the clients and the kids and their care and their treatment with cannabis. And so, you know, I called up his doctor and I basically said, would you take Jack back? So every 6 months, Jack and I will be back in New Jersey, breaking every law that there is, bringing his cannabis.
So wait a minute, you're not a patient in New Jersey anymore. He's not a patient in New
He
Jersey.
expired in April.
And you can't renew his card?
I'm not a resident.
Oh, boy. So Jax can... Oh. So wait a minute. Hold on.
Yes, I am admitting that I'm going to be breaking the law every 6 months and bringing my child into the state using cannabis to see a specialist. How is that any different from any other disorder and any other thing that a child is going to go through?
What's going to happen when Jax gets arrested with
He won't be arrested. I will. They'll call you to take care of Jack.
They might
They'll
as
arrest
well.
me.
They might as well. Well, when Sarah left as an American refugee, she left a couple of weeks ago. She had to carry her medicine across New York and Connecticut, which is illegal for her to do.
And scary.
And scary. I'm like, well, what happens if Sarah gets, caught? They're like, well, they throw all the weight on Sarah and let her take the fall, I guess. Let them deal with it. See what they... Can you imagine? Can you imagine putting Jax or Sarah or any of these children in a cell for the medicine that they need to live? What?
It's disgusting.
Because you're over a border? Because you're on the wrong side of a freaking line?
Well, and that's the thing. My son needs a specialty care. Why am I stuck to just Colorado? Why can't these kids get the medicine when and where they want? It's a violation of their civil rights. Why did I have to move?
Right. Right.
Because of an invisible border.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's just annoys the crap out of me. And I'm done.
Yeah.
My son needs a real specialist, and I'm not going to play the games at Denver Children's. And so I'm going to bring my son back to New Jersey, and he's going to see the neurologist he's seen for the last umpteen years. And if they want to arrest me, then they're going to arrest me. There's nothing I can do about it. But I'm sure I will have a lot of attorneys that will be more than happy to represent me.
You know what you do? Keep a medical marijuana patient with you at all times. I would volunteer if I'm in the area, but I'm sure you can grab someone, maybe Wayne or anybody.
Yes, but the Colorado labels would probably give you away. Just saying. So,
I'm trying to think of something here.
real medicine would give you away. And you know what? It's a plant. It's medicine. It's healing. I don't have pounds of it in my backpack. I'm not a mule. I'm not transporting.
Why not? I wish you would have brought me some.
I did.
I just ate it. I think I feel it already.
Good stuff, huh?
It's pretty good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it was good. Whatever we're not talking about, it was good. So I'm glad to hear at least you're getting some relief. Jax is getting some relief.
It is, and it's mixed. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, the world is perfect and glorious and everything's okay. I'm going to be honest. It's not easy to move, and no one should have to move. And this is why I said for 2 years I can't move, because it is difficult. It is a lot of work. It is really hard to just get up and move your entire family over a plant. Because in doing so, I lost his education, I lost his services, I lost his medical, I lost his doctors. I lost so much for him. So in essence, in this year it's taken me to get his services back. I'm 6 months into it. I'm estimating another 6 months to get everything in place like it's supposed to. Why did he have to lose a year?
Yeah.
Because of a plant? Because someone in 1930s didn't like black people?
Who would that be? Who would that be?
Ashlinger.
Oh, Harry Anslinger.
Yes.
Oh, that jerk.
Yeah. Is it Asslinger?
Asslicker.
Asslicker? Okay.
Harry Asslinger. That's why he was such a mean guy, by the way.
Because of his last name?
The kids used to tease him in school.
I'm sure they did.
Harry Anslinger's parents hated him, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he became a mad person.
So it's really insane that a plant, hi Larry, a plant has made us have to be a refugee and have to move somewhere. But we're making new friends. Jack's establishing a service. It's just taking a long time.
You can't make old friends.
Actually, I can. If anything's possible, I could do it. So yes, it is possible. There are friends that I met when Jack first got his diagnosis in the Gervais community, and they are also medical refugees. So I've made some old friends that are now new friends in person. So I have made some old friends.
How many refugees have you met in Colorado?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God, really? That many?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, God, yeah. I know that there's probably well over 300 to 400. I've probably met at least 100, and there's probably 3 or 4 that come every week now that the weather's getting better.
Wow.
3 or 4 families every week. There's an American Medical Refugee Facebook group, which is also going to be a nonprofit, and I'm actually on the board. I've been asked to be on the board, so I'm helping with that. And it's not just Colorado or California. This is all. So it includes Sarah, who's up in Maine, and anybody who goes to Michigan. It includes all of those. But we're all refugees. We're all in the same boat. But within Colorado, I want to say there's probably at least 400 families that are public about it. How many have moved there without saying a thing?
Right.
And there's probably just as many. They've just moved there. They're not on Facebook. They're not in any of the movements or the groups. They're just there, and they're seeing the doctors and dealing with the abuse and the manipulation. So, but I've probably in person met approximately 100 families.
Wow.
2 to 3 families come every week right now to the area. Most of them come to the Springs, but some of them do go to Denver area as well.
That's a lot of suffering.
It's
unnecessary suffering.
Needless suffering.
Man.
And it's hard because there's a family who just came from Florida, and I'll not use names, but not Vent. She's got a trach, but she's oxygen dependent.
Okay.
And the Medicaid in Florida would not let her have the oxygen so that she could drive from Florida to Colorado. Keep in mind, this child's not on cannabis yet. Would not let her have the oxygen to get to our state of Colorado. So they're struggling just to get there, let alone the financial and the social and emotional trauma.
I want to know who makes that decision.
Medicaid, government. And if it was New Jersey, it would probably be Governor Christie personally. But maybe it's Jeb Bush. I don't know. Who's in Florida that's a jerk?
He's an idiot. Jeb Bush is an idiot. What's that?
I want to ask a question.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I was wondering, would you ever think about relocating to like an East Coast state, like Rhode Island or Massachusetts, if they?
Oh, I get asked that question all the time. I get asked all the time if I come back to Jersey.
We miss you over here. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, I miss you guys
Gotta
so
get closer.
much. The problem is it's taken me 6 months to reestablish some of Jack's services and get medical care. And it's almost like the doctors in Denver don't believe that he even has a disability. The waiver programs out there
Wow, really?
don't believe he has a disability. So I've had to reprove to 7 different agencies 3 different times to get his services reestablished.
So you go to regular doctors or medical marijuana doctors?
Regular doctors.
Wow.
Yes.
So they don't have like medical marijuana doctors?
Oh, but they have those
set
on
up?
every corner. Ask Christy. He knows about it.
Yeah, of course, right?
No, the marijuana doctors are out there, but once you get your card, you don't really have to follow up with them. You really don't need to do anything with them. And when you do, they
They're
already
not
get
legit,
it.
Yeah.
They know what you're doing. They help you, and you move on. It's the other doctors that are like, I'm sorry, he's disabled. Yes, he has seizures. And then there's Jack in the corner going, and they're like, well, what's that?
Wow.
That would be a seizure. That's why we're here.
That's effed up.
Prove that, please. Can you prove he's having a seizure?
Yeah, and I get that all the time. And you know, in getting him onto the CES waiver, which is the waiver I'm trying to get him on now, I applied in October. He's still not on the waiver.
Wow.
He still doesn't
really?
have that children with exceptional needs services waiver. He's not on it yet.
That's crazy.
So he's on an
So
SSI
it's not all
Medicaid waiver.
It's not all peaches and cream over in Colorado.
It never was, and that's what I kept telling everybody. It's
It
not.
was just
It's not
legalized, recreationalized.
right. But again, recreational doesn't help Jack whatsoever. He's
No.
not 21, and it's a 30% tax. You're also limited to how many grams per day.
30% tax on.
Rec.
Is it that high?
Uh-huh.
I thought I was only paying 12%.
Maybe you are. I'm in the Springs, so every
Nah.
every county and every city municipality has their ability to tax themselves. Colorado
Oh, wow.
Springs is not a rec area. They actually no rec sales at all. But literally, I drive to the other side of town. There's a little town called Manitou right at the base of the mountain. There are rec sales over there, and I do believe they're 33%.
You ever
So-
drive down Colfax?
all the time. That's actually where the Children's Hospital is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
So would I come back? I don't think Jack can afford another year of lost services.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
And I'm tired. I mean, and it's a lot of energy to fight and get all this stuff up and going.
And move. Were you
to
from
move.
California to Jersey to Colorado?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's hard. And so we're stuck. I need to make this work, and I think it will work. It's just going to take time.
Mm-hmm.
But why did I have to lose a year of his life in reestablishing services instead of continuing what he had? Because it was appropriate here. Why does the state of Colorado get to say, yeah, that's no longer appropriate? What changed? My zip code?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that changed.
Insane.
Damn borders.
So, do you hear of like any research going on in Colorado since they're actually legalized? Like, I know the biggest things with doctors and physicians and researchers is that their state don't accept like cannabis as whatever, but Colorado's recreational and medicinal. Do you hear about research?
Yes.
Things that are happening?
They are. They're very narrow in focus. They're very
Or more
specific.
CBD?
Some, yes. Some is very CBD specific. Not all, though. There's some stuff going on over on the adult side. There's stuff going on the pediatric side, but it's, again, the pediatric side's mainly Charlotte's Web, to be honest with you. It's mainly going to be the Charlotte's Web. It's going to be the high CBD. And there's no one else really in the state of Colorado that can mass produce the quantity needed for a study other than the people over at Charlotte's Web. So it kind of makes sense that that's what they're going to use. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Monopolizing it.
Right, and they just have the ability to do that, and there's some inherent issues within that whole Charlotte's Web thing when it comes to, and this is what I've learned since being in Colorado, is it's not about CBD, it's not about THC, it's not about CBG or CBC or CBN. It's about those terpenes, which have just as many.
Yeah.
In addition to all those cannabinoids, it's a cocktail. It's the right mix of the right stuff at the right time. And that's the entourage effect. So even if you do do Charlotte's Web, you lose the terpenes from the sativas and the indicas. And if you do just a sativa, you lose those terpenes. So you really need to play with it. You need to make the right
That's
medicine.
why I think it's so stupid when they make these CBD laws or try to make cannabis pills. You know, like you need every aspect of the plant. Like you said, all the way down to the terpenes.
Right. Full spectrum cannabinoids.
I hear that.
Yeah. And you know, people say whole plant. We need whole plant. Well, let me clarify. CBD is whole plant. So let's be really clear what we want. Full spectrum cannabinoids.
Yeah.
We want it all. We want all the plants, not just that CBD plant. Because that CBD plant is a whole plant. It really is. So we need to be really careful. But the CBD only bills in themselves are not functioning. They're not working. They can't work.
Yeah.
Because, yes, in Virginia, you can have
You're still gonna get
this,
a little THC in there.
but there's no way to get it into the state for them to take it. So what good is that bill? You can't get it into the state. So, and my son is one of those kids that's going to prove to the world THC is medicine when used as medicine in children, and it's safe. He's not going to die. In fact, there was a gentleman in a yellow shirt when you were yelling my name and calling me over, and he says, I heard a news report that some kid ate a cookie and he died.
Yeah.
So, how did you like my response?
Man, you're killing it. You're killing
What'd you
it.
say?
Tell me, what did I say?
What did she say?
I believe it was along the lines of if they got it from a medicinal purpose, like from a doctor, instead of just making it themselves, it wouldn't be happening. Am I correct?
Right. Well, and the other thing I said is that it's absolutely false. No one has ever died from a cookie, at least one that's laced with cannabis. And I said, if you read further into the report and actually read the fine print of the reports and the things that are coming out, that the kids were admitted. And he goes, I know, because it's dangerous, right? And I said, no, because they are afraid. The doctors are afraid because it's a Schedule I drug, because they don't know what to do. And if they don't admit as a precaution, what's going to happen to them? They're going to lose their license, because God forbid they didn't. And what did that kid experience while they were in the hospital? The giggles. Oh my God, they experienced the giggles.
Really?
Yes.
You got through it?
Yeah, they did. They survived. Every single one of them.
Damn.
I know. Could you imagine
Crazy.
surviving the giggles?
Giggles are tough.
So,
Crazy.
So, it really opened his eyes, because he's hearing these false reports that people are dying from eating cookies. And I'm like, no, they're not dying from cookies.
See you guys.
Take care, buddy.
Bye-bye. Good meeting you in
Have a nice
person.
trip home,
Oh,
okay?
thank you so much. I will.
Say hello to Jack.
I will.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, even as this is like the third year that I've been into this movement, I'm still demystifying that the killer cookies are out there.
Unbelievable.
So,
They're
so
out there
wait.
somewhere.
Okay, so we have killer
Gotta
cookies
be.
in
You
Jersey.
see the Dare report?
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
But that's now like taken down off their website.
Oh, they made a mistake. They put up false information.
Yeah.
they
Same,
probably
same
did that on
exact
purpose.
thing.
They got
that
trolled.
Somebody had gummies. I forgot exactly what they
Yes.
called. They were like
Well,
demon gummies or something like that.
Actually, in Nebraska, there were people that were testifying, and at these congressional hearings on the state level, someone actually testified that there were killer gummy bears out there killing people. That came from Nebraska. And
Okay.
it was funny because someone actually figured out that it would have to be a 25-pound gummy bear if they were going to kill them.
I like to see that.
So,
Yeah,
so the
I would
rabbits
too.
in Utah are getting high. There's killer gummy bears in
No.
Nebraska, and now there's apparently killer cookies in New Jersey.
I could use a killer cookie right
Yeah.
about now.
Where the hell are they? Gotta
me
get
up.
on that.
I think you said had some killer
Yeah,
candy.
I had something, and it was pretty good. There was
There
like
you go.
peppermint in there or something, right?
Absolutely, mint.
Wow.
I'm working on it. And it was my first try.
Damn.
Yeah, that candy that you gave me.
That was good.
Be like Walter White now?
Yeah. Gotta get the green stuff.
Hey, I'm working on it. I'm in a place where I can experiment. I can do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I can do.
You know what?
Yeah,
Since
it
eating
is.
seeing that piece of candy, my back doesn't hurt.
I wonder why.
Just forgot.
I wish I could get there.
That would be the indica,
No.
the scary
No.
indica.
I only need CBD, Jenny.
You can have all the CBD you
only.
want. You can order it on the internet. Go to Amazon.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Actually, it's on $1,000 a bottle.
Whoa.
$9.95 for
Oh.
Is that with the Canavest people? Like who is that?
Charlotte's Web is
Everybody?
now available
Charlotte's
on Amazon.
Really?
Oh,
You can get Charlotte's Web on the internet.
Absolutely, $9.95 a bottle.
Somebody's getting paid
And you
off.
can get that in any state.
Any state except for Florida, Nevada, and New York.
Holy shit. That's news to me. Damn, I didn't know that.
And actually, I just saw something yesterday. They actually are releasing it in 5 milligram pills or capsules.
See what?
So,
Wait,
and
5 little milligram. Oh yeah, I did see that. Actually, when I was out in
Announcement.
Colorado at the Cup, they had it on display.
actually, you're probably thinking of Mary Medicinals.
Nah, Charlotte's Web was there.
Okay, because
Yeah,
they
Charlotte's-
just released it. They just released the capsules, and they don't sell it through the dispensaries in,
No,
in
they didn't
Colorado.
sell them. They had like little brochures and things like that on their booth, and they were talking about
Ah,
it. Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, they
Yes.
didn't have, they weren't selling anything.
They didn't sell it
They
yet,
had like
yes.
empty tincture jars and things like that. So
Yeah, and you know what? For some, the Charlotte's Web still works. For some, the Charlotte's Web is medicine. But what they're going to find, which is what I found out, you outgrow the CBD. you need more, especially as you start pulling those drugs off that our
Especially when you
kids are
get
addicted
older,
to.
bigger.
Older, bigger, hormonal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Need to
gonna
calm
get any
those
more.
hormones.
Damn hormones. Killer cookies and hormones in New Jersey.
Boy, that should be interesting.
All right, I'm going to head out.
Yeah, we're actually going to close the show. We're going to close this out.
About
So,
that time, Awesome.
yeah. You want to close this out, Phil?
2:00.
Any announcements you want to make? Come on the camera, please. Please come on camera, please. Here.
Any announcements? Besides smoking weed and having Jenny with us today?
Wise words of the day.
Oh, man.
How about
Cannabis is medicine. Get over it.
Yeah, get over
it. There we go. I'd rather
I like
defer to
that.
Jenny.
I
and
like
let her give
that.
the wise
That's
words.
pretty good.
Oh,
Get over
absolutely.
it.
You know what? No one should have to leave their home state. No one should have to go anywhere for this plant, for this medicine. It should be treated like anything else, and everybody should have access to it. And I'm just going to say I'm never going to give up, no matter what. And this is about giving Jack the best quality of life and giving this opportunity so that no one else ever has to suffer like Jack.
Amen.
Amen to that. Anything
Amen.
we can do for you, Jenny, we're always here. And you know
Thank
where
you.
we're going to be and when we're going to be. Every Thursday
Every
we're here.
Thursday.
So if you need us, and we can call you if you want. He wants to call you, and you can yell. You'll hear, your voice will echo through here every Thursday if you want.
Yay.
You know?
Yeah.
And that goes... oh,
Jack
sorry.
and I will actually be back in a couple of months. I don't know exactly when, but we will try and make sure we make an appearance here with Jack as well. But I have to finish moving the house. We were only able to make a partial move. So I'm going to have to take the rest of the furniture, the stuff that we still need from the house in Jersey, and relocate that to Colorado. So in the next month or 2 months, Jack will be here, and we're also going to see that specialist, see the doctor, and let's see if anyone wants to screw with my son and arrest him.
Oh, boy.
Because I'm not hiding his medicine. I'm not hiding anymore.
Hell no. Let's keep fighting.
Well, don't you have an old jar from like a year ago that you can carry with you from Jersey?
Of course I do, but
So-
I don't have a card.
But I don't know if that's going to matter. If you have a jar, I don't know.
So I'm just carrying around really old weed and twigs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Since 2012.
I'm trying to think of a workaround for you here, but I don't know.
I
It's
don't
tough.
want to work around.
I
I
know.
shouldn't have to
I
hide
know,
it.
I
I don't
know.
hide his narcotics.
You're right.
I don't hide the diastat that's going to make him high and knock him out for the next 5 hours.
You're right.
Why am I hiding his medicine that actually works? It actually stops the seizures. I'm not hiding.
And
I'm
no
not
one else
going
should
to.
hide
No,
either.
I
We
like
should be
that.
smoking.
Yeah.
We should smoke right here. We won't. We won't. Of course we won't.
Come on,
we'll
man.
be respective.
Come on, man.
Of course, it's still illegal. But people just need civil disobedience everywhere.
Where's Steven?
That's what I think.
He probably is.
Smoke wherever you go.
Well,
Steven doesn't
here's the
care.
thing.
He smokes.
Exactly.
Is
That's why me and
Jack-
Stevens are best buddies.
But here's the thing: is that Jack's not going to smoke anyways. So
Yeah. That's
you know,
right.
I shouldn't have to hide his medicine. It's not about smoking. It's not about impinging on someone else's rights.
Very true.
These are his rights to take a medicine without the issues that come with smoking. So cannabis is medicine, and
All forms of cannabis.
yep, and we need to get everybody to understand this and accept it and be willing to learn the science. So cannabis
Amen.
science.
Well, thank you so much, Jenny.
Thank you for
coming on
having
our show, Fully Baked Radio podcast
Pleasure to be
today.
back.
Glad to be here.
Awesome. JacksonStorms.com.
Yes.
Is that right?
On the internet, yes, or Jack's Canna Journey on Facebook.
Okay. Jack's Kind of Journey
Yep.
on Facebook.
JaxsCanna Journey on Facebook. Or the JacksonStorms.com is his website. Haven't updated it in the last 6 months. I don't know why. Something about moving to Colorado.
You're a little
been
busy.
busy?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's a little busy. We
Yeah.
understand. No
I
problem.
haven't heard of anything.
So thank you again.
Jenny, thank you so much. And we'll see you on Monday on the Fully Baked Radio show. Have a nice weekend.